Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Non-Standard Action, Threefold Conspiracy. This is episode 12, A Scratch in the Surface. Yeah, I can't believe we're on episode 12 already. Pretty cool. Last time we saw our investigators, they secured their visas to head down to Roselight and ran into some trouble with various elements there on Upwell, including Blasco getting mistaken for a former lover and a paranoid guy who thought they were Greys. But I mean, they mostly made it through. Our icebreaker question this week: how many worlds have you visited other than your homeworld? Leif.
Well, Iris thinks they've been to all the Pact worlds. They've been on assignment in a lot of places. Or think they've been on assignment in a lot of places. My head's already starting to hurt. Needless to say.
As I pointed out very trollishly, really, we've never been to any world. We were born in a lab, and we've never set foot on a planet.
Yes, in Iris's mind, that they have been deployed on missions across the Pact worlds and even a little bit beyond. But in reality, they've been on a moon.
Yes, and as I mentioned, I mean, according to your memories.
Otherwise, it would be a very boring question.
Simon, what about Lasco?
Yeah, so something that I was actually thinking about is drift travel is really inconvenient for, like, I don't know, like people who own like multi-system corporations, right? And like this was a problem that people dealt with before airplanes too, right? Like, how do you, if you're like the dude who owns Standard Oil and you can't like fly places, how do you communicate? Like, you can't like fly to and from these business meetings because like, or you just like have to take a coach and then you're incommunicado for a long time. So like, I have this vague suspicion that you need to like not travel that often because you're incommunicado while you're traveling. But I have no idea. Does anyone have an opinion on this?
He's got a point though. Like that makes sense.
Drift travel could take you like a month.
As Ghost says, you delegate.
Which I think
you have like agents
probably good at.
That's though, like, you know, the boss is literally unreachable. The boss is in another plane of existence for the next 2 weeks. Sorry, we can't get a hold of him.
Right. I mean, and you know, roughly like if you were traveling by, I don't know, however rich people traveled back before airplanes existed.
Train. Yeah, train.
Train.
Are you crossing water or land? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the answer is probably not very often. He's probably like visited a bunch of worlds maybe once to set up the branch office, as it were, but then never again.
I was gonna say, presumably, he's been like in the inner ring because like drift travel's not that far on the inner planets, but like you'll never catch him getting out to Breda or any of them. Yeah.
Well, the drift travel between planets in the Pact worlds is very fast, right?
It's like 1d6 days.
Crap. Yeah.
It's out to like near space and far space and wherever you are space. That takes like X d6 days.
Still, being incommunicado for 3.5 days is long. I don't know. I guess
in the business world, any number of days is long.
Yeah.
I mean, this is still a thing. You've never had your boss leave and be incommunicado?
Airplanes.
I've had bosses just go to lunch and be incommunicado for a day.
Cell phones and airplanes, Nick.
But this is our chosen...
No matter where in the world you are.
You are so spoiled.
This is our chosen Starfighter.
Most people don't get their heckin' boss's cell phone numbers.
Well, this is a like ideal utopia, not like, you know, the jaded capitalist society we live in today. That's why we're playing this, is to escape reality. Come on.
That's true.
Yes, utopia, where
scenarios.
where androids are still slaves sometimes.
You know what, comparatively to
in one of the pack worlds.
I don't know what you want from me.
Dragon Corpse rule overall.
Ghost points out, tell that to Abadar Corp.
Hey, Abadar Corp is a good company, okay?
I was gonna say,
if season 2 is to be believed.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not a Dragon Core, you know?
It's not quite a Dragon Core.
Really though, don't tell them. Don't
Yeah.
tell them. They'll try and claim my proprietary existence or something like that.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Liz, how about Adelaide?
Adelaide travels extensively, both for business and pleasure. She has a pied-à-terre in most packed worlds, or at least you thought she did. She does not, and she can't decide which would be worse. She hasn't checked on them, but because she doesn't know which would be worse. Discovering that those apartments exist and someone else is living in them, or that they don't exist at all. Either way, it's not fun. It's not fun. But yeah, no, Adelaide's a big fan of self-care, so she goes, she'll take frequent paid time off. Well, I mean, she's a consultant, but you know what I mean. And she likes to see the sights, get pampered in exotic spas, etc.
Cool. What about Ogden?
Well, Ogden's an international man of mystery, so he's been around all of near space, around the Veskarium, performing many missions there and stuff like that in his training with his old partner. And then the only of the Veskarium worlds that he hasn't been to is Vesk 5, which is the one gas giant they have in near space. And other than that, he's been to the Pact worlds occasionally, not that frequently. But yeah, so if I had to put a number to it, probably like 10 planets.
Nice,
I'm sorry.
nice.
Every time you say it, though, I'm just, hello, Ogden Velheit. Secret agent, nice to meet you. Yes, Ogden Velheit. Secret agent, nice to meet you.
Secret agent, yes.
It matters even less, though, now. And maybe this explains it.
They made you a secret agent. They just didn't know how to without having you just say it every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
On all of your business.
Grades.
They tried their
The grades.
They tried their best.
Secret, I would hope that the Greys would be better at creating secret agents. So maybe they decided that this is the best way to make sure that nobody believes you're a secret agent, is to make you the kind of secret agent that tells people you're a secret agent.
Yeah. It's like when the doctor tells people what's actually going on because they demand to know, and then they don't believe him anyway. Or her, I should say. But yeah, it's that kind of. I'm sure somebody has come up with a name for this phenomenon, right? Where you tell somebody an outrageous truth and they don't believe it, even though it is the truth. But
that does seem to be the way it goes.
Called brainwashing, pretty sure.
Is it?
No.
I don't think it is.
Different.
No, brainwashing tends to be actually convincing someone it's true. Ogden's not convincing anyone. They're like, yeah, okay, sure. You're a secret agent. Whatever, Ogden.
Well, let's think about it though, because the number of people that Ogden has told he's an agent for Directive 9, almost all of them are dead. So it doesn't matter even if he was in Directive 9. Honestly, you three are lucky that you're not dead yet.
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Well, Ogden didn't kill them. They just got killed.
Yeah, I was gonna
as we
say,
discussed
or
earlier in the show, it's like
ship fire.
it's like James Bond, right? Tells everyone he's a secret agent, but then they're either dead or they're his allies, or they're his enemies, and then they're dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great way of rooting out your enemies. I didn't initially base Ogden off of James Bond, but he really is like I've taken a lot of inspiration from James Bond, and that's probably because Sarah and I have been watching through the entirety of the James Bond cinematic universe, if you will, over the past.
So you started
4 months.
At February last year, 2019, right? And you're still working through it.
Oh no, we not even that early. We still probably have 30 movies to go or something. Last one we watched was In Her Majesty's Secret Service, with the one-off guy, which was really, really. It wasn't that bad. It's not as bad, I think, as people give it credit, but there were a lot of WTF moments. It's like, what am I? This is James Bond, and I still don't believe what I'm seeing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys ready for some Starfinder?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we should. Are we gonna? There was all that errata that was released, and Tom brought it up. Do we want to discuss whether we're adding that?
No.
All right.
Hush your mouth.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
We pride ourselves here at Nanza of playing by the rules and being up to date on what is happening. Oh, Leif has taken off their headset. They refuse to listen to this.
but
they are gone. So Butt Stubble, they haven't actually released some sort of comprehensive list, infuriatingly. They have simply released the 3rd edition of the core rulebook. You wouldn't even know it if somebody hadn't told you. No, they haven't made a list. They might make a list. But for now, we just have to read through the 500-page core rulebook.
I am sure there will be a list.
Yeah, eventually.
It's infuriating.
They've probably got more important things to do, I guess. But I won't pretend to understand the minds of Paizo. That way lies madness. But yeah. Yes, I agree. Root. Of note, a few things. We'll start with a positive. If you have a fly speed, these are things that I've been made aware of. If you have a fly speed and you have 5 ranks in acrobatics, you can now hover as a free action. Instead of previously, you had to spend a swift action if you had a perfect maneuverability or a move action if you had average maneuverability.
Another thing operatives can't do. Got it.
I'm Simon.
I want everything.
I want operatives to be even better at everything than they already are. And then, so,
on the 11th, they did say that all the changes will be added to the errata page in the near future.
Perfect. And then what else? Oh, grenades. This is another positive. Grenades and medicinals got way cheaper. So grenades are slightly more tempting to use for a character build, I think.
I still make consumables though.
I know you do. Yeah. What else? Going on to the less positive things. Vesk natural weapons no longer interact with shields how they said they did only 3 to 4 months ago.
Also Lasco's natural weapons because he uses the same mechanic.
There is an implication, but that has not been explicitly said. And Paizo game players, we like to read things to the nitty-gritty. But Vesk natural weapons are certainly out, and it's probably a good idea to plan for that to be the case for all natural weapons, which is a shame because I have 2 society characters that use natural weapons.
Womp womp.
And then the biggest hit is enhanced resistance. DR is no longer the god feat. Instead, you have to choose one of the 3 types, which, let's be honest, kind of makes sense.
It was long overdue. That feat was obviously too good because it was always the right choice at level 7. But
it was good. So they had to shit all over it.
No, it was better than good, Leif. It was better than good.
broken.
It makes characters very
I did
tanky.
not hear one person say it was broken before it was rotted out, so I don't want to hear it.
Me, I said it repeatedly.
Nick has been saying this since
Dead
Dead Sons.
I have been saying this since Dead Sons.
Yeah, look, as a rule of thumb.
You haven't said it around me because I've not heard a thing about it. So anyway.
Yeah, you chose not to hear it.
Any feat that absolutely everyone takes who has played Starfinder a bunch.
Yeah.
This is why Leif has not heard me say this. Just take their headphones off and walk away. Come back, Leif! You can't hear me.
No, they can't hear you. But yeah, so that's the thing. Now you gotta pick.
Iris explodes.
And Iris explodes, everybody dies.
Don't take it out on us.
So those are the big ones that I've noticed. Funnily enough, this makes the previously absolutely garbage level 7 armor upgrade, deflective reinforcement, much more tempting because it does give DR5. Period.
Everything.
Yeah. So that's a good replacement. It is like something like 7,000 credits or whatever, maybe 6,000. But yeah, so this has been your Starfinder rules update.
I forgot about that armor upgrade because I looked at it when Starfinder first came out and was like, "Oh, why would I ever use this?" Thank you for reminding me it exists.
I can take a level 5 feat. Yeah.
It's like strictly better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know where my next when I get 4,000 credits where that's going, and I guess I should retrain this feat.
Yeah. For Society, they said, hey, if you have this feat, you can either decide or retrain it to a different feat for free of that level. So, like, if you took it at 5th level, you couldn't take a feat that requires you to be at 7th level.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the same option. If you have it.
Yeah, but can it wait until next session? Because I need to think.
Yes. You're going to have time to think about it.
Okay.
Well, I hope Leif
in the
comes
meantime,
back
for
soon.
today, pick a type. Pick a type that is non-binding for today, though.
I see. What makes sense? Lasker got a start in his head in street fighting, so maybe like piercing for knives.
Or bludgeoning for fists.
Those two.
Less dangerous fists.
True.
You're right, they both make sense.
You're gonna have to pick one. Leif, does Iris have the enhanced resistance feat?
Yes.
You gotta pick a type. You can't just walk away. You gotta pick. It's non-binding today.
And then Nick has said that you can
you have not given me enough
it.
time to think about this.
Right, but you have to pick one for today's fights, and then you can change. You can either switch out the feat or pick one type to stick with for the rest of the campaign.
Okay.
But your decision today is non-binding because you haven't had enough time to think about it.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning, got it.
All right, I'll take piercing.
Did you just roll a die? I heard a whoop.
Did.
There it is. Good.
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. I rolled a 1. Bludgeoning.
All right, I'll go with piercing.
Okay, and you guys can change that. Make your final decisions by next week. I won't hold you to a decision that I made you make quickly.
That's fair.
But yeah, you guys can.
Because you are a kind and benevolent GM.
I am a kind of benevolent GM. Too kind of benevolent sometimes.
Nah.
But they're only saying that because they know that they're walking into a fight today. Because as they come back to the ship, I'm actually going to move you guys sort of over here. Like you're actually coming back.
Y'all are praying to the wrong god. We need to be praying to roll 20 for good rolls.
Oh, Nolan, ye of little faith in players. Please let us roll well today.
You cruel, capricious god.
As they're coming back from picking up their visas at the OCI offices, they're ambushed by some folks.
Like an evening bush, but whatever.
I get it.
Ha.
It's a good goof.
Oh, but you guys do trying to pick up where I left off here. You guys do get some warning as you're coming back to the ship. One of the docksmiths like waves you over. Hey, there's some rough looking folks waiting for you down by your ship.
What else is new?
Thank you. Thank you for the warning.
Do you recognize them? Are they with one of the gangs?
No, I don't know them.
Thank you.
Just want a heads up.
Of course.
So you guys have some warning as you come up this way. You sort of know that they're going to be there, and you can spot them sort of hiding amongst these crates before they jump out at you. Can
we tell, like, are they part of that gang that we worked with earlier?
No, they're the docksmiths are the ones who just warned you about them.
Yeah.
I see. So they're like off-world.
You said docksmith. I heard just like dock worker. So yeah, I did.
The docksmiths were the gang that tried to
indeed. Yes, I remember them
down
now.
when you first arrived. And then you guys
we friended them?
Made nice with them.
You befriended them. Yes.
Yeah.
You paid them off.
We Disney princess them.
We just sang, and then they fluttered around us and landed on branches.
Oh.
Hey, wait.
I whistle into the mic, but I know that wouldn't go over well.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get some initiative going here, and maybe some battle music.
Yeah.
As you guys deal with this threat that is lying in wait for you.
Nick, would those happen to be Han? H-A-A-N?
They are indeed.
Han are typically large.
Oh.
Yes, they are. That's a good point.
This is about to get
Yeah,
crazy.
thanks, Tom.
That explains the map.
A miscalculation on my
it does.
token placement
It does.
here.
I'm sorry, I'm that player, friends.
I appreciate
I mean, you are the world's foremost expert in Cloudspire.
Look,
What can I say?
listen. I wouldn't have it any other way. We need the player that is literally working against their own team to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Listen, this game's too easy when you cheat.
No, it is. I am being actually genuine here. I do appreciate Tom's existence in this group for this reason and others.
All right.
I
Now
appreciate
let me
your
roll some initiative for these guys.
Ugh.
You guys do have a few gifts
Oh,
here already for the day.
So Butt Stubble tossed us a nat 20 in case our suddenly diminished DR is a big problem.
You're gonna be fine.
can I?
It just means that Ogden's gonna have more of a chance to actually patch you up. This is a good thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll get over it. It's just I didn't need this first thing in the morning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is
Clue?
like the feat I live for.
Everyone lives.
Literally.
The only joy
an
in your life,
exciting-
I'm sure.
It's an exciting 5th level feat, but I feel strangely liberated because now there's so many other options out there.
Sure. It basically gives everyone a free feat slot.
Yeah. I
you're no longer obligated to take enhanced resistance because it's like it's too good to not take. All right, Lasco gets to go first. As these guys pop out from behind the crates.
Can we say that I used a spell gem of mirror image shortly before we came around because we got ample warning?
Yes.
Yay!
Awesome.
So
Benevolent.
I know how this works in Pathfinder 2, but I've been playing too much of it. Can people take attacks of opportunity before they go in combat in Starfinder?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then
Your turn.
cool. Then Lasco will move up. Oh, who's going? That and that.
So Adelaide has 3 Figment images.
And let me check my distance. Cool. So Lasco will dash. Oh, do they like say anything when they come up, or do they just like start firing?
Well, I mean, you sort of were aware of them before they stepped from behind these crates.
Okay, but do they say anything like "stand down" or "you're wanted for," or like
You're coming with us,
or clone
partner.
names, or yeah?
No, they don't.
They just start firing. All right, rude.
They haven't started firing. They're like they mostly look like dock workers. They were trying to be inconspicuous, but you knew they were there.
I see, but they have guns out and are pointed at us.
Not yet. I mean, they have guns out, but they're not pointed at you yet.
Oh, so
Okay.
this could just be a peaceful encounter? Hold on.
Would you like to delay until after they go to let them shoot you, and then you have, you know, the self-defense?
Yeah,
defense?
I guess. Like usually, initiative doesn't happen until people start firing. So I guess if no one has like indicated a clear intent to shoot, Lasco is going to be the first one.
I would argue that typically the GM does not have us roll initiative unless there's going to be a fight.
And the docksmith
I see your
warned
point,
you,
though.
which is sort of what gave you the heads up that these are not dock workers who want to take you by surprise.
Okay, so the docksmiths like told us. Okay, so the docksmiths like somehow knew these guys like violent intent.
Right. They let you know that there's some toughs waiting outside your ship, and they've been waiting there for you, apparently.
Yeah, but that isn't what I like. Toughs
Simon,
waiting
punch them or let them shoot you first.
Punch or get off the pot. Got it. I punch.
Okay.
Let's go with half speed. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, that's, yeah. 25, and then
Ow.
Step back.
So rude.
End of turn.
And then as free action, this one will like. They knew we were coming, boys. Get them. And move in on Iris and Lasco here. An attempt to claw Lasco
I've got
back.
those too. Claw buddies.
Because that was quite rude. 28 to hit for 8 slashing damage.
And I take all 8. It's a disaster.
It's terrible and horrible, and you don't know what you're going to do with yourself now. Oh yeah, I do have, in fact, heckin' reach. This is a good morning. I love it when monsters have reach. It makes me so happy.
It lets you inflict it upon us in vengeance for previous games.
The blue one, the blue Han here is going to try to claw Iris. Goodness gracious, my roll 20 is low. I said nice things about you, Nolan. Come on. Do the thing. It's a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Probably a miss, yeah. All right. These humans in the back are going to. They're going to hang back. And yes, they're going to use their fancy tricks that I didn't put on their sheet because I'm a dumb.
What kind of
Oh,
weapons
man.
are they using, Nick?
These two have pistols drawn.
Nice.
The Hans are using their claws
Their claws.
at the moment.
Mhm.
And I got distracted from what I was looking for. Oh gosh, because I'm trying to like talk and
Sorry.
look this up at the same time. No, you're fine. I should have had this at the ready. I apologize. What? Who has what pulled over there? Lasco's unarmed.
Ogden has
Also
his 3 pistols out.
They're
Okay.
shield out.
Oh, how it wants them to do that. All right, well, one is going to... This one's going to just take a shot, I suppose. They're hecking... whatchamacallit, their tactics don't make a whole lot of sense. This one is... Oh, come on, roll 20. Cooperate, please. Thank you. Sometime today.
No.
This is the red one down at the bottom. So yeah, they're gonna move sort of out from behind this Han to get a good shot at Adelaide, and they are
Rude.
gonna shoot. But they only got a 10, so that's gonna miss. And then it will be Iris's turn.
For some reason, the game did not register or save my armor that I purchased last time. I was wondering why my AC was so low.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
So I will fix that after this. AC is not important. While I'm ripping this guy's arm off, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that
True.
crit if you guys don't mind.
Might as well get it out of the way.
We do like to forget about them.
I guess you can use it if you want.
It's up to you guys.
Temporarily.
Well, Ruth's just given us another one, so go ahead and take
Okay,
it.
well now I don't feel bad about it at all. Let's see, we're just gonna go ahead. Full attack. I'm just gonna roll them for funsies. Okay, so there's 13, and that second one's gonna probably miss because that first one was gonna be the crit. But let me just explain some things now, because we got a couple of things happening with Iris critting here. First is the knockdown effect from that 1 feet.
Oh yeah,
which,
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it comes from I'm not seeing it on here. It probably would help if I put my glasses back on. But slam down, that's what it's called. It adds the knockdown ability to crits. You can still apply, the weapon's other crit along with it, though, which is nice because the other crit is wound. Come on, give me severed limb.
Oh God, with your shield?
No, with my unarmed attacks, I took as my level 7 gear boost unarmed mauler. So that one's always
hell
fun.
Yeah, buddy.
It's a soldier thing. Soldiers just like to rip people's limbs off or gouge eyes out. And all of this is just
makes a lot of sense for a martial.
Yeah,
well, that's one of the good ones.
14, yeah, legs, severed leg. So Iris sees the
They need to make a fort save.
Turns.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess you got to make a fort save. Thanks for reminding me. I always forget about that. I need to.
It's easy to forget in the excitement.
So okay. So saves for crits are based on what here? I opened right to it. Dope.
So this is where it gets weird.
10 plus half the weapon's item level plus 1 of your ability modifiers. So it'd be my strength plus 7. Half of 7, I guess, is 3 in this case.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's fucking pronking gross. But that means 3. It's 17.
Fails the fortitude save.
Yes. All right.
Oh God.
Note that in your weapon.
Yeah, I'm writing it down right now. But first, the description so we can move on. Iris sees the attack coming, kind of like dodges the one, and then turns to his friend and just kind of like does a palm strike to the knee, and it's kind of just knee snaps.
Ouch.
I don't see how Iris is like fully ripping off the leg in this case, but it does have a -10 to its move speed. Not that it is going to matter much.
Okay.
We were watching Person of Interest last night, and the main character seems to shoot everybody in the knee. Like, you just...
It hates knees.
Just hates kneecaps.
Just hate it when lower legs are attached to upper
Here,
legs.
let me give you the additional damage. Sorry.
And damage, yeah.
And the guy is prone because of the knockdown feat.
Yeah, knocked down.
Okay.
Here comes a additional 1d6. Add 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, okay, yeah, 12 additional damage.
So basically, pronk this guy.
Yeah, that guy. But it doesn't even matter that he's prone because he's not getting back up.
Oh, well, okay. Cool. So, like, breaks his knee and he falls and, like, gears himself on his...
Well, Lasco grabbed the left knee, you grabbed the right knee, and then the whole tree fell down.
But they're insectoids. They have extra legs.
Just because they have extra legs? What are these things?
Ghost points out, Han have extra legs. Losing one shouldn't be as bad as it would be for a humanoid.
What's that Han look like?
Like this.
But this is equal opportunity mechanics, where an Urag who has 1,000 little cilia that they move on can still spend 1,900 credits to get improved legs, just like an Isoki with only 2 legs. So
improved legs.
So cute.
All right, so that was
Banford,
Iris'
for that
turn.
matter.
I'm just imagining like a bunch of little legs that are suddenly buff. Sorry, go on.
And Iris broke them all.
Sure did. All right, this one in the back. Having seen you just murderate.
I like myrtlate.
Destroy. Its buddy is going to move up right about here. Oh, look at this. I'm going to grab something.
Oh no.
Journal here. Oh, I don't have a 30-foot cone. I only have a 15-foot cone. So you're all inside of a 30-foot cone there.
We are indeed inside of a cone.
I need reflex saves from everyone.
Boy, I have a thing for this.
I got a 22.
So Iris is actually going to go ahead and use a thing.
Adelaide got a 12.
Wait, hold on. A 15-foot cone? That only hits Iris.
30-foot cone.
Oh, that's much bigger.
Jeez.
Yeah, Han are crazy. Han are really crazy people. Like a crazy race, mechanically.
Alright. Iris isn't doing the thing. Iris is just going to roll their reflex. 15. I hope that was enough.
So everybody except Adelaide is going to take...
Actually, let me re-roll. I'm going to re-roll.
You can just do that?
Yeah, I can. I sacrifice a resolve point.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I get a re-roll.
That is way better than my ability. Sacrifice a resolve point to get a +2.
Oh, I got a 13.
Lame.
So insulting.
Well, you are in luck because full damage is 8. So everybody else is going to take 4. And then it will
briefly
glances
disappears out of
off.
existence during this.
What?
It's evasion.
Oh.
Like, an anime
The
boy.
ability that makes no sense.
And Lasco takes nothing. Adelaide.
So, question, did that get one of my mirror images, or is that just like a...
I think that ignores mirror images.
Yeah, I think it has to be...
Do I get to preserve those mirror images? Like, did any of them get taken?
If it doesn't get interacted with, it's not going to disappear.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So that was, I'm sorry, 8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Adelaide is going to be grumpy. And she is going to cast. Oh, I had this all planned, and then I completely forgot about it when I took damage.
Reflex saves are very distracting, yeah.
She's going to cast Infinite Worlds, but as a 3rd level spell. So what can happen is if you sacrifice a 3rd level spell slot, you can pick effects from 1st and 2nd level spells and put them together. So what she's going to do is she's going to make a zone of difficult terrain and hazard or knocked prone. Which do we want, guys?
Knocked prone is always fun because we've got 2 melee people.
Yeah, I mean, if it'll work. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Best of luck.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to click. Okay, so we're gonna go. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Ignoring.
Okay, so environmental and so difficult terrain. How do I want to make this? What's the weirdest way I can do it?
Is the DC really 16? That's so low.
Welcome to my world.
It's 10 plus half character level plus charisma.
So it's a.
I guess it's not that low. I'm probably spoiled by Pathfinder numbers.
Okay, so she just makes it an ice rink, and the whole area becomes slippery and kind of hard to walk on, and the floor suddenly turning into ice gives them the chance to slip and fall.
Like floor is lava, but the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Got it.
You haven't placed a radius on the board anywhere?
Right.
So I can't tell where you're putting this?
Yes. So I wanted to double check what the radius is. So the instantaneous effect, what's it called? The destabilizing event is a 10-foot radius.
It says they're both 10, but yeah.
Okay.
At least in the character sheet it does.
Yeah. So I guess just centered between the 2 dudes.
All right. This is a 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
You have access to these in your journal.
Oh, okay. I forgot where they were. There you go.
All right.
And then I move.
They need to make a reflex save. They're both going to fail. Hey, look at that.
Oh, nice.
So they slip and fall, I presume?
Yep.
Cool. Nice.
Well, at least that doesn't provoke in Starfinder.
Nice spell. Yeah. Bull flame is what that is.
Uh-huh. I know your opinions well.
You were standing here next to Ogden?
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. That's a spell-like ability, isn't it?
What do you mean?
The ice thing. Is that a spell or does it provoke?
The Infinite Worlds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume.
You could move before you do it.
You could.
Or take a step back.
Yeah, so you could step back so as not to provoke at all, or you could move beforehand and provoke an attack of opportunity.
Move beforehand.
Okay, so that one is going to get a claw a chance to claw you before you cast this spell. Go back and rewrite history a little bit here.
It's very Witch
It's a
Warper-esque.
24 to hit for 6 slashing damage as you move away.
Got a mirror image?
Yeah, check them.
yeah.
You wanna...
How many images were there?
3.
3.
Well, if there's 3 images, you could roll d4, right?
Yeah, because one of the chances is you. And I believe the
and
spell
declare before you roll.
Okay, so if it hits a 1, it's me.
Sure. I don't
It
want
hit 4. Okay.
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 All right.
Cool
Man,
beans.
I always undervalue mirror image.
Yeah, it's one of those
It
ones
is a pretty
that
great.
I realized was good from fighting many enemies that used it.
Yeah.
It's like how I realized invisibility was really good after fighting many enemies that used it.
All right, Ogden.
Okay, Ogden. Funnily enough, even though these guys present huge targets, they are still harder to hit when they're on the floor. So Ogden will observe this, and he is fine with it, because he'll go deal with probably Blue over here. And so he's going to level a shot at Blue. We're going to make this a sickened shot, if this hits.
All right.
Injector pistol, double tap. Hiya! 27 to hit for 15
Oh, that'll hit.
points of damage.
Ow.
And they are now sickened for the rest of their life.
Oh, rude. So rude.
Yeah. That's my turn. It should be noted, by the way, Ogden has 3 pistols out, 1 in his tail, 2 in his hands. And they all do different things.
Secret agent.
Do you juggle them?
No, this isn't our circus game, Simon.
Oh, sorry. Too many games.
Wrong system.
Do I look like a clowny? No.
A little bit. Are those all like injector pistols, or are any of them?
So one is his zoologist injector pistol. The other is his cost eject injector pistol from level 1. The zoologist is his offensive. The cost eject is loaded with healing serums. It has 6 Mark II healing serums in it right now. Just for, if I need to shoot somebody and heal them. And then the third one is, I think, his static shock pistol.
Costajet. That is a ranged energy weapon.
It is.
It's a wonderful thing. It also has the injection property. It basically just, read about it sometime. It's really cool.
But you got so many. You have so many heckin' pistols that it almost doesn't seem worth it for her to do her trick. You're just gonna use a different pistol.
Just have a whole band of
these two are just smacking things. My mechanics feel very.
I'll remind you again. I
here.
have a shield. I don't know if that makes any difference.
But your shield isn't powered. They can't do anything about that.
Doesn't it do electricity?
They can turn off the static shock pad that's in it that I never use. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not very effective against you. So I guess this one's gonna try to do a distracting hack. Let's see how far away you guys are. She's gonna have to move closer. All right. She's gonna move closer to get you guys all in the 30 feet. Yep, except Adelaide, but she moved way over there, so she'll be safe, I suppose. And
Ha ha ha!
as a bluff, you guys are level 7. Where's her? Sorry, I'm mathing.
Math is the worst.
So 15 plus 1.5 times 7
25
is going to be 25. So Faint's going to be good for 2 rounds. Yeah. I'm trying to. I've been in Intimidate World so long that what do we give you guys when we faint? Flat-footed.
Yeah,
So
faint.
3 of you are.
Oh, that makes it last for more
flat-footed.
rounds. Wild.
I think so. But that might be. I might still be thinking of
just against attacks.
Let me.
No,
go
it's
to
faint. Faint as per the action is just flat-footed. Period, like the operative gives. It's the envoy that gives flat-footed to attacks.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I want this skills page and faint, whichever is greater. Oh no, I guess it doesn't extend. Is anyone's sense motive bonus going to be higher than 10 plus your sense motive going to be higher than 25?
Ogden's is 27 in that case.
Lesko's is 25.
Because I have a 17.
Anybody higher than
Okay.
Ogden?
Nope.
Okay. So it is just 1 round. Good call questioning me on that. So you 3 are flat-footed for 1 round. That's her turn, and then it will be Lasco.
All right. I guess Lasco will try to deal with these big bug people. Sorry,
Okay.
Han. That's stepping up.
Spacist.
Yeah, spacist. And just smack him while he's down.
Okay. Ooh, Clue gave me a +1.
I know.
I guess since we're being spendy with nat 20s, and Leaf was allowed to take one. Maybe I should take one too, huh? I'm gonna do it. We have 2, right?
Yeah, you have another one. This one's from Root.
I'm gonna use it, okay?
Okay.
I yearn for those. So yeah, I guess
you go for it.
31 times 2 is 64
Dead.
damage.
It's dead is what it is.
Yeah, Lasco's a very strong boy.
So strong.
And then with his move
Just
action,
snaps the neck.
move up to that mechanic.
Right. Does being prone
that
make
way.
you flat-footed?
No.
No.
That Han
No.
gets an attack of opportunity as you try to run away.
Oh, really? Even though I was here? Does he have
Reach,
15
man.
reach?
I mean, how did you move, I guess?
Oh, I
If
see.
you just went straight through, then.
Yeah, I
By the
mean,
But you also have the movement to.
right.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Lasco carefully skirts around the prone Han.
Yeah. Gotta watch those prone people.
Right. All right. This one. This other technician is also going to.
Yeah, well, Clue,
you
another interesting change that was in the CRB was that
Sorry, I'm reading Clueless ads. Lasco, we are legitimate! Snaps guy's neck like a toothpick. He's legitimate, but I'm a legitimate businessman.
yeah.
Yeah, unarmed strikes don't do non-lethal anymore,
Yeah.
is what Simon was getting at.
Yeah.
No longer an option. I mean,
Um,
you could do it with -4, I guess.
-4s. Yeah, well, I guess with nat 20s it doesn't hurt.
the technician marked with red moves up around the crates here and takes a shot at Lasco with her pistol with the 23 to hit for 10 piercing damage. You're in luck. Iris.
Goodness. Iris, having just finally entered their proper AC numbers, is going to heck with everything, move around here, take your attack of opportunity. We'll go ahead and make an acrobatics check to try and avoid it. 26, I think, might.
Oh, what's the DC on the acrobatics? It's 15. It's the classic number, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe so.
So let's see. There's is gonna be. Yep, that'll do it.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna get around there, and I could. I could do a thing, but Lasco is off doing another thing. So I'm just not gonna risk it and make an attack against this guy here.
All right.
With a +4. I'm not adding the +4. We're gonna have. Oh, why did I? I didn't mean to say full attack. I rolled a 19 on the dime. Pretty sure that's gonna hit for 16.
That'll hit. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Hit him while he's down.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he's like on the floor because he just slipped on ice, and you just come up and smack him real good after you watch Alaska snap his buddy's neck and then run off to deal with another teammate. Very rude. On this Han's turn, it is going to it's gonna stand up, I suppose.
Attack of opportunity?
Nope.
No.
Pathfinderism.
Damn.
Does he have to make a reflex save to stand up? He's in an ice still? I don't know how that works.
Liz, it's your
I think
turn.
that was the instantaneous effect.
Yeah.
Remember? So that's a one-time.
So actually what happened was
the difficult terrain is still there.
here's what happened. Ice rink, gust of icy wind.
And then it
That's what
went
made them
away.
slip. Yeah.
It was instantaneous. Okay. You take that off.
But there's still
The ice is still there.
there's difficult terrain.
I see.
Oh, it's
The thing that knocked them prone was what it was in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Two separate things.
Yeah.
Combined into one effect.
Yes, Simon.
Right.
I see.
Because I spent a 3rd level spell on it.
All right. So it is still difficult terrain, but
Mhm.
that doesn't affect him standing up. It doesn't need to make another reflex save. Just can't move fast. Two. You know what? Let's have some fun here.
Uh-oh.
Let's hit this button.
I don't like fun.
You don't like fun? Then why
No.
are you here?
I like fun. Hit us.
It's Lasco. Lasco doesn't
Yeah.
like fun.
Well, I'm glad that at least Iris liked fun. But a 15 is probably gonna miss anyway. Drat.
15 is definitely gonna miss.
I know what you were trying to do.
I was just gonna say
I've run Hans
ceiling.
before. You do have 2 rerolls, I think, given to you by Ghost. He has
I
been
have
throwing these in
rerolls?
chat.
Those
for
are
you.
my rerolls?
Yeah, they're being very
Ghost
mean to us
donated-
today.
Aw, you guys.
2 rerolls. I think you should take one of them.
You should.
I think
You
I
should.
I want to see Iris stuck to the ceiling.
I think I need it. So I'm gonna use one of my rerolls because this is just too funny if it works.
Yeah.
I
Oh, dear.
understand.
I really want to
Doing
send
it for
Iris
the
to the
lulz,
ceiling.
so. Oh no.
I do, man. How about a 23, Iris?
You're muted.
Iris.
You're double muted.
KAC, no.
Oh, actually, it doesn't do any
You also
damage.
Clue also gave you a +1.
How about a 24?
Sorry. No dice.
Ah,
It's a good KC. I'm jelly.
Oh.
yeah. Wow.
Did you
Well,
finally
tell us
find
what
armor?
would have happened.
I
He would have
bought armor,
gone up to
remember?
the
And then we
ceiling.
found a guy who had heavy armor.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, he finally.
It was
upgraded
best
his
Cobra Plate 1, though. It was garbage armor.
All right. Well, it tried. Yeah, if it had hit,
Lasco triggered.
Iris would have had a balloon attached to him, and he would have floated up to the ceiling at a speed of 30 feet each round.
Oh, it's so good. I love the Han. They're so weird.
No. What?
Ogden.
Why?
All right. Now that guy stood up, Ogden will take a shot at them, and we're just going to try and knock them out with some really the good stuff, tier 2 medicinals. So I'm just checking to make sure how many of those I have left. Oh, I got plenty. Here we go. Injector. 29 to hit for minimum damage.
Yeah, that'll hit.
2d4 more. Super duper minimum damage. 3 ones.
Wow.
So that's a total of 11 damage, 2 of which is non-lethal.
Wow, we got a real heavy hitter over here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm bringing the pain.
Wait.
Oh, you still
Did
have
I
a
miss
move
my-
action, I suppose. Should you
Did I
desire
miss my
it?
turn?
Oh yeah, I think we did indeed skip you.
Did.
Let's bring you to the top. But
Apologies.
Ogden still has a move if he wants it.
Yeah.
I deposit it in the garbage.
All right, Adelaide.
All right. Adelaide is going to cast. Has Red taken any damage? The red
I don't think so.
No.
humanoid? Okay, I'm going to cast Puncture Veil on her. And
Okay.
that will.
Why are you
give
putting
it-
damage on the one who hasn't taken it?
I mean, because this is a damage over time.
Gotta spread it around.
I see. Maybe it's one of those fights where all the enemies have to die at the same time.
So it's the one where if they don't die, within 3 rounds, they start resurrecting.
Oh yeah, lifelink.
They're undead.
So annoying.
There's
So-
there's no save or anything on that.
Spell penetration.
I don't think that applies.
Yeah, this level nothing.
I was like-
nothing.
It's like the magic missile of
Mm-hmm.
Schwarpers, right?
Yeah, with piercing damage and bleed. So bleed 2 for 3 rounds. Let's.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Then we will move on to this blue technician here, who will pull a sledge and attempt to
Rude.
smash Lasco with it.
Lasco's eyes widen briefly as the engineer pulls a sledgehammer.
Yeah, sledgehammer.
Like a wooden sleigh.
They're sickened as well.
Oh, good point. Now let me toggle that before I roll this attack. So that one is this sickened one. And let me mark that. Here we go. How long is sickened for? Probably the rest of their life. Doesn't matter.
Rest of their life, it's like 7 rounds or something crazy.
Oh, yeah. The rest of her life.
Oh,
She's sickened. Got it. All right. And then the sledge. Come on, Rose. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on, come on.
Believe in you, roll 20. That's an 18 to hit, Lasco, versus flat-footed. You are flat-footed to her.
Ooh. 18 KAC.
Mm-hmm.
Just misses.
Drat.
Whew.
All right, Lasco, go ahead.
Lasco is looking up. Feels bad about abandoning Iris. What's the DC if I want to dodge through multiple people? It goes up by 2. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, and since I'm level 7, I can just take 10s on my acrobatics checks. So that's fine. So my path will be this. Making some
Sort of-
acrobatics checks to dodge this one and then this one. So ducking and weaving through a hail of blows. I think a 28 will probably be enough acrobatics if I just take a 10 on both. Moving
Well, you have
through
to do
enemies.
one for each square. So we need one for the square you move out of as you move away from that technician.
Yep.
And then
So
as
the
you
DC
move through the square behind Iris because of the reach.
Yeah.
So you
Yep.
made the first one to move out of the technician's square.
Yep.
And then to close, I need one more to close in on the Han.
if it's the same number, right? I can always take 10s.
Oh.
Athletics.
Fair enough. Yeah, you made it just fine.
Lasco's a
And then I
daredevil.
presume you kill someone.
Maybe. I'll roll a die. We'll see what the die says.
I mean, now you're a real operative, and who just, always hits.
I do believe you. I am finally able to trick attack reliably. It's a real life changer.
You're a real boy now.
You're an operative?
I'm a real boy.
Strange.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
That's
You did exactly what I
damage.
said you were going to do. You moved over here and you killed someone.
Iris softened him.
Thanks.
That Han goes down. As Lasco punches it real hard. And then this rig technician who is bleeding takes 2 damage from the bleed. And
Now that we've
countered down.
dealt with the heavies, Lasco will turn towards the mechanic next to him and say, "We're ready to stop fighting if you are." I don't think we've ever been properly introduced.
Introducing yourself in the middle of combat. Also pulls a sledge. Levels it at Lasco.
I see.
You sure pissed somebody off bad. And swings it. It's 29 versus KAC for 9 bludgeoning damage, sir.
That's a hitter. Ooh, minus because I have that feat.
I thought you took piercing.
No, because Iris took piercing. I took bludgeoning.
Took piercing.
Nope.
You're mistaken.
Iris took bludgeoning. You definitely took piercing.
You're right. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I thought that this was the case.
No, you're right. So I just
I'm
need
gonna
to
write it down.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, what was the damage?
9. Iris took bludgeoning. Lasco took piercing. It is written down.
Got it.
In my notebook.
Let me heal 5 from
And
that.
so may it
That was
be.
piercing.
And
okay, we're good.
no changing it mid-bite.
I'm remembering from the last attack was piercing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No worries. I'm just giving you a hard time. All right. That is the technician's turn, and then it'll be Iris's turn.
Iris is going to shift in and punch.
Punch.
Punch. 22 to hit, but it's for minimum damage again.
Well,
Against flanking.
I did put the flanking in.
Yeah, I help.
Flanking.
Activate flanking. Ogden is going to do something he doesn't rarely do, and he's going to make 2 attacks.
What?
He is. I know, crazy, right? He's usually pretty tactile, or Nope, that's not the word. He is very tactile. All the scales and stuff, but he's very calculating and tactical.
Tactical.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. And we're going to include 2 Mark II sedatives in these shots. Full attack. First on blue, second on red.
Those rolls,
those are both gonna miss.
Those are crap rolls.
Yeah.
See, my thinking was I rolled like a 19 on the die the first turn, and then like an 18 on the die the second turn.
So of course you'll keep rolling 19s and 18s.
That's what I'm thinking, man. Never let me go to a casino.
No casinos for you. That was a full round attack. Adelaide.
Yeah.
All right. Adelaide is going to, second verse, same as the first, puncture veil on blue.
All right.
Real spendy with those spell slots.
Yeah, well, why not?
They're there
Also,
to be
these are
spent.
first levels. I've got a lot of them.
See, I don't like consumables. Every time I use a spell slot, it physically hurts me.
Well, that's because you hate spending.
Yeah, guilty.
About blood magic, or is that just shame magic?
Why not both?
Do you want your move action?
Oh, for what? She's fine.
Thanks, Adelaide.
This one's gonna bleed. And I would take down the counter, but I set it at 2, and it's supposed to be at 3, so we'll leave it right where it is. And then, let's see. This is still a standard action. Let's see. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, it's not gonna work. She tries to do a distracting hack on you, Ogden, but fails because if I recall correctly, 10 plus your sense motive is 27.
Correct.
And then Duck's behind this crate.
He's the worst person to try to hack.
True. Lasco.
She doesn't know that.
She does not know that. Lasco will try to finish off this guy that he and Iris are double teaming.
Rude.
He did offer her to surrender. Oh, missing terribly.
Missing terribly.
Oh, what a great trick attack damage roll, though. I'll survive.
Other technician, gonna shift away. Why can't I? What is going on here? Roll 20. It's gonna shift sort of away from Lasco here and swing their sledge at Iris.
That's smart.
You guys choose your actions. Crit! For 21 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning resistance.
Yeah, indeed.
21? I think you mean 14. I got to say it at least one last time.
Please, it's gotta get
Alright, I'm
yourself now.
Was there
You get to retaliate now.
There wasn't like an ability with that. It's just a good old 21 damage.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case,
sledge. Just smacked you with a hammer.
Iris does the.
They do need to take their bleed, but other than that, yes, it's your turn.
All right, Iris is just gonna do the Terminator thing, like gets hit in the head with the sledgehammer and it just kind of like turns a little bit, looks back and there's like a bit of skin missing, and there's a metal skull showing because I think that might be just what I do is stick with bludgeoning and just say they've got reinforced bones. But I'll get back to you on that, and then just gonna full attack. Ooh. Oh, but
first one's a miss, but the second one's a hit.
I'll take the hit on the max damage.
Yeah, that's good.
So 16. Punch him back. Yeah.
At which point, this technician will use a free action to drop hammer. Ogden.
Ogden, seeing the technician to the south drop their weapon, will move over here, call out, "You might as well give up, your friend has," and will line up a shot around the crate. Maybe they have some cover, but he's going to take a single shot with the injector pistol. We will add yet another Mark II sedative. I'm running out in this clip.
Yeah, that's a
natural hit.
Toot toot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, these Mark II sedatives didn't cost me anything, and I'm honestly kind of just glad to be rid of them because they're weighing me down and also jacking up my total loot that I have.
Well, remember, consumables still technically should count.
I don't...
Towards your wealth spent, right?
But then how do I track that, right?
With great difficulty. I'm not saying it's like not a logistical nightmare. I'm just saying that
It
like
is
accurately represent how much wealth you like have consumed.
I
Yeah.
suppose so. But then, do you track all the healing serums that you've consumed?
I should.
Should. Doesn't mean he does. Anyway, that makes it Adelaide's
Yeah.
turn.
You guys are making
All
Starfinder
right.
not fun.
You don't like
exactly.
No.
Weird.
Lapis does. Lapis likes tracking every little consumable.
I have a little sheet that I do with like the things that get renewed are in ink, so I can cross them out and erase as needed.
But if you erase, you lose track of them.
No, I mean like at the beginning.
No, it's
of each
Adelaide's
day.
turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Take action.
Let
to
Adelaide
combat.
take her turn.
Fine. I wanted to brag about my amazing abilities. Let's do an ectoplasmic barrage. Why not?
Red has surrendered.
Oh, red. Okay, never mind. Then I need to move. Boop, boop.
That's why not.
How mean are we? I keep forgetting.
Well, then I
we
guess I'm
used
not
to
gonna.
be the party that didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, we circumstances have changed. Adelaide's gonna cast that thing that makes okay, so I can click on radiuses, but I can't seem to drag. Oh, there we go. Adelaide's going to make some hazardous terrain over on this side of the thing. So she basically has kind of a... So, dear listeners, the blue baddie has gone between two parallel rows of, I don't know, crates or something. And there's a little alley in between. Adelaide is casting her hazard spell, Infinite Worlds, to create difficult terrain that makes the alley a blind alley, basically. So they can either go out one end or they can come slowly out the other.
And like, what kind of terrain is this?
Difficult terrain.
I was
Let's
hoping for
make
something
it...
a bit more thematic
Yes,
than that.
yes. It's a purple bubbling goo.
Got it. Gross.
Okay.
It's even grosser
You
if you
asked
know what the goo is.
I don't wanna.
All right. The Trig Technician is this. That's the blue one in the alley. It's going to take their bleeding damage.
Indeed.
Move that counter down by 1. And then
I don't know if I can dismiss the
Take a
bleeding damage
shot.
on the one that has surrendered.
No, typically not. But
it's not,
it
a,
only
it's not a
lasts for,
concentration thing.
only lasts for a certain number of rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a shot at Ogden here someday. Come on, roll 20.
Maybe I should have put it at the other end of the alley. Whatever.
Someday, roll 20 will cooperate.
It's being really slow for you
26
today.
to hit Ogden. Yeah.
Oh, that hits by like 10.
Nice.
Maybe?
And does 5 piercing damage. And then she's going to dart around the other set of crates, moving away, further away from y'all. And then it will be
on the other end. Oh well.
Lasco's turn.
Austin points that
will, seeing that this red one has surrendered, nod to her, and then rush up to the north to deal with the unsurrendered one. Seeing that she has moved back a bit. Ooh, do I have enough? I have just enough to get here.
Oh, just enough to block my shot.
Yeah, sorry. I wanted to move further, but oh wait,
Can't
no,
you
it
move
is an
further?
option.
That was only 50
Yeah, I can.
feet.
Yeah, I can, because I can move and then trick attack. So yeah, we'll go like move to here, and then trick attack to Q. Damn it.
To
Doop, doop,
get-
doop. Oh, and let me move the
Okay.
camera. I'm just trying to get out of line of sight. Sprinting across the room, hopping over the person's head, except avoiding attacks of opportunity, and then slashing at the hamstrings.
Punching, you mean?
No, I guess by rules it has to be piercing. Well, yeah, I guess.
Unarmed strike?
Yeah, yeah. No, well, I guess they didn't really change that. We were always saying that, like, since biting doesn't really seem thematic for Lasco, we were like calling it like street fighting punching, whereas technically by rules he's using his teeth since he's using the Soki ability. Right. So, and the damage type didn't matter until this feat was changed. But I guess it doesn't matter for NPCs most of the time, anyways.
Yeah,
not in
NPCs
this
usually
case.
don't follow the rules anyway.
Yeah. So you're right.
Oh,
You're right.
man, I'm
It's
gonna
more
have
of
to
a
pick for
karate
the-
chop.
Things that have. Okay. Because it won't be written in.
Well,
30 probably
some
has.
monsters. I don't think you have to change monsters. Monsters are different than PCs. They don't have the feat. They just have DR.
Any NPCs that might have character levels. Of some sort.
Oh, you're right.
That's true. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's
that
just
technician will also throw down their hammer. On this one's turn, they're going to attempt to run away unless someone stops them.
We need to
Nah.
talk to you. We need to know who sent you. If you run away,
Here it comes.
we can't do that.
This is not
I don't
legal.
think that one can probably even hear you.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
As
Sorry.
they run
I
away
was thinking
from
about
Iris.
the north one.
If 12
Um,
if 12 damage brings him down, it's non-lethal damage because unarmed.
No, unarmed actually doesn't do that anymore.
That was
Okay, fine. I'm just
Was it-
punching him in the back of the head, and I hope he dies.
Yeah, well, they do.
Die a painful death. Oh my god, I hate this.
Yeah, I just want to throw something out here. In Agents of Edgewatch, they said specifically that all of the player characters can choose to do non-lethal damage without taking any penalties because it makes
Agents of
sense.
Edgewatch is Pathfinder.
I know. The point stands that it seems very mean to force us to kill.
I guess arguing against myself, Iris doesn't have the Vesk natural weapons, or like Iris doesn't have natural weapons. Period. Iris is just punching with their fist, which is considered non-lethal. Like unarmed strikes are non-lethal. However, racial unarmed strikes are lethal.
Okay, so improved
as per the Vesk.
Not racial, yeah.
So improved unarmed strike didn't change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
It's just
so that
the-
one
the
is
racial weapon,
unconscious
Got it.
in that case.
Thank you, I prefer that greatly.
Yeah. As do we all.
I have to keep clicking through this because you guys are going to be very disappointed in what happens here in a second. Ogden, would you like to do anything with your turn?
Ogden is going to. I don't. I guess Ogden will go over to this one and sort of flank her with Lasco. Not that he has a weapon out. No, wait. I have a syringe stick bayonet on my pistol, so I do have a weapon out. But that's all Ogden's got.
Okay, what about Adelaide?
Sorry, what about Adelaide?
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Cool. Sorry, because Tom answered a question in a way that sounded like something I may or may not have to answer as well. All right. Boop, boop, boop.
What does the boop noise mean?
That is because I'm moving. Okay.
Oh, waypoints. Got it. It's a
Yeah.
waypoint boop.
It's a waypoint boop. And that's it, because that was a double move.
All right, and then this rig technician dies of bleed damage.
Oh.
And that brings you out of combat. You do have one that's unconscious.
Nice.
All right.
Through no fault of our own.
The Hans don't really have any gear, I don't think. But the two technicians have this stuff. I can check click over to the alien archive here and double check on the Han, but I don't think they're. Yeah, they don't have anything.
I'm getting a lot of background noise.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a docking bay, but it's cutting in and out.
It is, yeah. Odd.
It's like maybe I have attenuation set on the thing for some reason.
And each of these assailants do carry a cred stick loaded with 1,000 credits.
Nice.
And all of their comms show recent calls from the same source, Swift personnel in Roselight.
Oh my god, are they contractors? Hilarious.
Two of the Hans and one of the technicians also carry a hollow embossed business card from Lunabellux Debris, head of Swift personnel.
Okay.
Swift personnel. Maybe this is a mercenary company.
Can we do a computers check to look them up?
Yeah, we've got the infosphere now.
Leska nods and space Googles it.
Spoogle, I think you meant to say.
Googles it, yeah. 27. That's not desperately try to write
you guys
these
can
in the...
find their their space Google page. It's a staffing company.
Like mercenary staffing?
No. It specializes in employees with advanced technical knowledge to staff the many gas mining rigs around the planet. The company's offices are located in the gold district of Roselight.
It appears that somebody doesn't want us getting to Roselight.
Maybe
Well, then let's go.
Maybe a shell for the Greys. Or the Reptoids.
Oh, the Reptoids. Yes.
Yes, if I recall correctly, the Reptoids had a base here.
Ah, right. That is why we're here, isn't it?
That's why we're here.
Yes.
Good catch.
Well,
good catch.
not quite. You came here because there was some evidence that the Reptoids at Turkala's base were sending their dispatches back to the steward's base on Roselight.
Right.
Sure, but that indicates that they have at least some assets here.
Presence.
Right. Sending the signals
right.
to. Yeah.
But I just wanted you to know that presuming that they have another base here is probably a little bit too
base is the incorrect word. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, about the numbers. How many people had the casual stationware, the sledge, and the cred stick?
The two technicians had those. All 5 had cred sticks with 1,000 credits.
Oh wow!
And 3 had
for the Han wearing armor.
No.
They have exoskeletons.
They were naked.
And what kind of sledge?
They were just.
What's that, Simon?
What kind of sledge?
It's the one from Armory.
Oh, it's just called sledge, really? Wow, you're right. Yeah. It's not nano sledge.
Should be basic melee.
No, it's just a sledge.
Just a sledge. Weird.
This is
1050.
It's like that moment in Avatar where they're like, "Yeah, the king's throwing a party for his bear, his pet bear," and they're like, "Surely you mean owl bear?"
Nope, just a bear.
No, it's just
a regular bear.
Just a sledge. This place is weird.
This place is weird.
So true.
All right. So the one you guys left alive doesn't really have anything else to tell you, other than that they were hired by this Lunabellux Debris guy. at Swift Personnel. They can tell you that they've never worked with this team before. They were sort of scrambled last minute and told to intercept you. And that's all they really know. So
just intercept us or take us somewhere?
Oh, no, they were just supposed to kill you.
Of course.
They don't really know who wanted you dead or why. They were just told to come here and kill you. And they know, I mean, they can tell you that since Degree hired them, you must have pissed off somebody important, somebody with money.
Oh.
But
We've pissed off plenty of important people.
It's hard to keep track at this point, really.
Regardless, we have no need to kill you. You're probably in as much danger as we are now for failing. Good luck.
Ta-ta.
all right, you let the technician go. They'll probably be okay. Yeah.
Think that
Nice.
They're contractors.
the Greys are okay with a few loose ends here and there.
I mean, you don't know that it's the Greys. I
We
mean, I
don't know
guess
that
it's
it's
the
the
Greys.
Greys.
They might be in trouble, but
I mean,
I mean, as far as the staffing agency is concerned,
Got
well, the rest of your team is dead. The staffing agency is probably not going to kill them.
Sure. No, the staffing
Most of the time.
Staffing agency, you have failed. The
Oh, the
punishment-
evil
You
staffing
failed me
agency.
for the last time.
I mean,
You
staffing
didn't
agent.
get your work done on time. Death.
I was just temping at an office. Why?
You're in 5 minutes
We're gonna have
late.
to terminate
Death.
you. All right, we're gonna have to terminate you. All right, I'll pack up my desk. No, you don't understand.
No.
That would be terrible. All right,
Did you
so if there's
actually
nothing
read
else
your
you guys want to
contract
do
before
on
you signed
Upwell, you've secured your visas and you guys can head down to Roselight
All right.
right.
if you are so inclined.
We are.
Yeah.
We
You
are
are? Yeah.
so inclined.
So
Well,
inclined.
let me move
You
you to
don't-
this fantastic art here.
You don't have to drag us kicking and screaming like you do sometimes. We have a good reason to go
Okay.
there.
You do. So it only takes about 2 hours to get from Upwell down to Roselight, which emerges from the rolling pink and peach clouds, sparkling like a web of jewels hanging in midair. City-sized floating platforms support glittering buildings, all protected from the planet's weather by transparent domes. The docking authority contacts your vessel, asking for your credentials. I presume that you transmit your visas.
Yep.
And
Adele,
don't
do
give them a
it.
hard time about it.
Mhm.
At which point the docking authority returns with the designation of a slip where you can dock. As you guys disembark, the difference between this dock and the one on Upwell is like night and day. With the Roselight slip being vastly cleaner and more stylish than that of the space station. You guys have your 2 leads here. The Reptoids had communication with the stewards here. And you also have those business cards for Swift Personnel. But you are also in Roselight, which is a thriving metropolis. So it's up to you guys what you want to do with yourselves. It's probably still relatively early in the day. You dealt with some hired goons, but
Only took like a minute.
only took like a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, so remind me exactly what our lead was from the Reptoids. Like, how narrow was that? We just knew they were sending messages here?
Right. The reports from Turcalis base were sent to the stewards.
Okay. So specifically, like some
outpost
storage building.
here on Roselight. You don't know who they were sent to, but you know that they were sent to stewards here. So it's a safe assumption that there are some Reptoids, but you don't know to what extent the stewards here may have been infiltrated, affected.
Okay.
And
So then, could we
I
on the
believe
way?
I gave Leif some extra information on the stewards here that the Greys put in his brain. Their brain.
On the way. on the way down, could we briefly discuss then what our plan is going here?
Absolutely. You could do it
so,
on the ship, or you could, grab lunch somewhere and talk about it there, however you guys want to do that.
Oh, yes. Let's go to a
ship's more secure.
posh little restaurant.
Ogden shakes his head and says,
fine.
"No, I think we should really discuss it here in the safety of our ship, as opposed to out in public."
Liz misses going to restaurants. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so do I. So what exactly are we hoping to achieve on Roselight? Again, our ultimate goal is to find the reptoid presence here. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Well, our ultimate goal is to eliminate the knowledge of any knowledge that the Greys and the reptoids have of our existence, or otherwise convince them not to chase after us. But yes, those are our
That's what I meant to say was our goals here on Roselight. So we need to infiltrate the steward office, then the steward outpost.
Well, it's unclear what the best angle is for speaking with the stewards. If Iris believes that they can get us inside, we could do investigation on our own, or maybe even talk to someone. But if there's anyone we talk to has the potential to be compromised.
Also, don't forget that the stewards think you're terrorists.
Right.
Say we can't just.
I forgot.
Iris at that point would say, "We can't just walk in there. They're going to arrest us on sight."
This is why we have the disguises, remember?
Yes, that's right. Just called me disguisey.
Yes, we do have these impeccable disguises, but sorry, Lasco isn't sarcastic. Indeed. It seems that the lead towards this mercenary company seems much less fraught.
Well then,
we know that they're the entire. How do I put this? Unlike the what's the difference? Oh yes, the Marshals are a much larger, more influential organization than this one contracting company. They represent a much bigger threat.
All right, so we start small, is what you're suggesting, and go with this, hunt down whoever was in this contracting company, see who sent them after us.
That's my intuition. I'm willing to hear dissenting opinions.
No, that sounds like a good plan.
You'll hear none from me.
Iris. Iris, you're muted.
I think seems like the best option I can come up with.
All right. Let's head to this staffing agency. What was it called again? Swift Personnel. We'll look them up in space yellow pages.
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely a thing that you can do. Their office address is listed. It's a posh looking 1-story building. I can give you. Let me put you guys over here to give you the layout. But it's an office. As long as you're coming during normal business hours, you can walk right in. There's to this reception area, B1 here. There's a few uncomfortable chairs, a reception desk, and a vid screen that's showing Barathu romantic dramas. The android sits at the reception desk and looks up as you come in. Hello, welcome to Swift Personnel. How can I help you?
Yeah, I think before this, I would have suggested to Miss Fortwith, do you think you can get us a meeting with their leader?
Lunabellix debris.
Oh. Yes.
I'll leave this in your hands then.
Well. Well, I'd like to run these past you first. So we have their card, which means that we could contact them directly. Simply set up a meeting. Or I could attempt to use the card to bluff our way in, claiming that we have business. But, well, it's really up to you.
Both of those plans sound reasonable to me, Miss Fortwith.
All right. Well, will anyone be assisting me? Anyone want the lip gloss?
Mr. Lasko checks his bluff score, finds it wanting.
Iris accepts the lip gloss.
All right.
Is there any other way than the lip gloss? It's a germs thing. I don't want to share germs.
Yeah, I give you the +1.
We're in a sterile environment, and Iris is anaerobic, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Androids breathe.
No, actually, androids don't breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, you're good.
That is one of the things it says on the can.
No breath required.
Okay. Yeah. Hold your breath for
breathing.
days. Amaze your friends.
Iris hasn't breathed once this entire AP.
My in a D&D game I'm in, we have a sea elf, and he goes around and has breathing contests with suckers that we've just met. Underwater, hold your breath underwater contests, and apparently nobody knows that sea elves can breathe underwater because it always works.
Lol.
It's very
all right.
amazing.
So what Adelaide will do is have you guys pack up a number of crates that we have on the ship that look of various sizes, and have you all carry them with her. She'll explain why in just a bit.
Okay.
This is a staffing agency.
I was going to say, hold on. Yeah, we're bringing crates to a staffing agency, and
No. It's a small, they're like packages. So like Pelican cases and that kind of thing.
Well, why can't we just say that we're trying to hire people for our business thing?
Well, because we want to talk to this individual in particular. So what I'm going to do...
Or packages for this person.
Look important. We must have attaché cases and all of this.
No. You guys are my crew. What I am going to be doing is we're going to be posing as somebody who is here to interview... what's their name again?
Lunabellix.
Lunabellix debris, for a spotlight on local business owners. And that's the best reason that I can think of to get a bunch of people into a room with somebody at once.
It seems like they'd be more interested in talking to someone who wants their business, right?
Yes, the interview seems like it could be easily blown off as they're too busy. But if you're offering them some sort of business opportunity, then yes, I would agree that the business opportunity might be more tempting for somebody at a contracting agency.
Yes, but why would the rest of you be coming with me?
We are your legal staff.
Adelaide looks Iris up and down. My legal staff.
I advise you not to say anything.
See, he's already perfect. They're already perfect at it. That's like 90% of what you hear on the drama vids.
Yes, I suppose it's fairly easy for myself and Agent Ogden to do this. If you're worried about Iris, I suppose he can be your bodyguard if the shield gives too much away.
Hey.
There.
Very well. If that's what we're doing, that's what we shall do instead. Hey.
All right.
We do that.
Look, we want to succeed. Over
All
planning
right.
is always my goal. Okay. All right. So we're back at the desk.
Yes. Hello. How can I help you?
Hello. Person's name who I've already forgotten.
Luna Belloc's Debris.
Luna Belk's Debris, and I met at a recent networking event, and I flashed their card. And I'm here with my associates to speak with them about a business opportunity.
Oh, what kind of business opportunity?
That's really something that we would like to discuss with, is it Miss or Mrs., gender, do we know?
It's a name on a business card. And you guys didn't
Do any space Google?
You did some space Google before just about the company itself, but you didn't poke into it thoroughly.
With them. Then. That's fine.
We'd really rather speak about it in private.
Oh, well, it's hard to set up a meeting if I don't have anything to tell him it's about.
It's a business opportunity.
Of a proprietary nature.
All right.
But lucrative.
What's the name of your company?
Rocinante Incorporated.
All right. I will. And what's a good contact number for you?
We were hoping we could have a word with him today.
Oh, I'm afraid that won't be possible. I mean, I'll have to get something on the schedule. You're welcome to wait, but it could be a while before he gets back to me on if he even wants to take a meeting.
Are you sure you can't squeeze us in? This is me now doing some diplomacy. Are you sure that you can't squeeze us in? Just a quick 15-minute pitch. We've got it down. I've been working on the deck for ages, and it's a very tight time. 5 minutes for Q&A. And that's it. So it's 22? Actually, 23 for the +1.
Yeah, diplomacy's not magic. Well, he doesn't have any time in his schedule right this second. I could probably get you in this afternoon, but I still have to check with Mr. Debris.
Understandable.
I can't just make appointments for him without asking him.
Absolutely. Well, we'll come back this afternoon. Here's my contact information. And we'll be in touch.
Great. I'll let you know if Mr. Debris is interested in taking your meeting.
Thank you very much. And we head out. Which means that we're going to now have to... It's like, I hope you understand that now we shall have to stake out the building.
Anybody have any surveillance gear? I don't happen to have any on me.
No, I simply mean there's a coffee shop across the street. We can sit in the outdoors and perhaps one of us who is at least, perhaps Mr. Lasco can take up station. There's a nice looking park behind the building. If you could find a bench or something and make sure that they don't attempt to escape around the back. I'm going to have Iris, Spoogle, our target. What race and gender and stuff are they? Because we need to be able to recognize them.
Sure. Yeah, I guess I'm in the meta narrative. I'm feeling like Nick just wants us to go in there and punch the people.
No.
Okay.
No, you're just like, instead of walking into a staffing agency and asking for a job, you like walked in and tried to pull this elaborate ploy.
I mean, the job seems like it would also work, but this one seems more intuitive and simpler.
It's really not.
The staffing agency was described as being for supplying high-skilled, what was it? Mechanics?
Advanced technical knowledge to staff gas mining rigs. Yeah.
We don't have that.
I mean, we could lie that we had that. Yeah, we don't actually need to get a job.
And you know that they don't.
Well, why don't?
Do we want to have done that instead?
But no, you've already done this thing.
Okay.
No, yeah,
and you can absolutely go stake out the building.
Let's wait till this afternoon and see what happens after that.
Are you guys making a computer check,
please,
to dig into the?
Yeah, Ogden will.
Yes.
Dig on his own. 24.
Yeah, we're so good at computers. 25. I find it 10 seconds earlier.
Yeah, you find he is a male elf according to public records.
Okay. Any shady history or anything like?
Do we get a picture? Like
I do not have one. No.
Yeah, no, I mean for our reference.
Do we find one online?
Sure. Yeah, you find one online.
Cool.
All
right.
And you can stake out the building. Nothing really interesting. A human guy comes out around lunchtime, talking on a phone or on a comm unit. Comes back after lunchtime.
We recognize that that's not him, right?
Very busy. It's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an elf. Okay.
He looks very busy. Other than that, everyone you see go in and out seem to be working types. It's an office.
Okay.
You get a message early in the afternoon from Cavo, the receptionist, saying that Debris will take your meeting.
Fantastic. I call everybody back.
Okay.
Right.
And we all go in and do the meeting. Sort of. It's a different meeting.
And it'll go really well, and we'll make an exciting business opportunity, and no one's face will get punched.
Oh no, definitely not. So when you show up, Cabo will ask you to wait for a moment. You'll sit in the waiting room and watch the silly Baratheon romantic dramas on the vid screen and look at old magazines, things you do at waiting
Ogden
rooms.
gets a bit too into the drama.
It's actually pretty good. Baratheons are good at these grand, sprawling soap operas.
Engrossing, yeah. It's hard to pull them away.
Yeah, you get sucked in. But then you get invited back into Debris' office, where fine fixtures of molded ceramic and carved quartz adorn this surprisingly warm office. A massive desk sits in the middle of the room, sparsely furnished, and the floor behind it is an open rectangle of mahogany. Behind the desk,
mahogany.
The human man that you saw going in and out earlier, who introduces himself as Luna Bellux Debris. And I think that's a good spot to take our break.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes, very interesting. So
All
we'll be back
you're supposed to be
in.
confused. Good.
Yes, you're supposed to be confused. We'll be back in 15 minutes. So at 10 after the hour, we will return for this meeting with Luna Belloc's debris. Figure out who he really is. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. I hope everyone enjoyed their break, found the bathroom in real life, all that jazz.
It was where I left it.
Indeed.
Good.
Mine wasn't.
Well, Harry Potter apartment and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
It's hard. It's hard when things keep moving on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes it very, very difficult. We get by.
Could you put a
rent is
GPS
great.
tracker in each room, and would that help you find it?
We had not considered this. I'll have to look into that. See if the magic
Get
doesn't
one
block
of
the
those
signals.
little tile things and attach it to the flusher on the toilet.
Yeah, attach it to the flusher and then attach one to the oven handle and yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then you could just mark them and use your phone to track where the rooms are. Yeah.
That would help. All right. I'll have to look into this. See if they have a bundle.
Unless it's one of those magic systems that makes technology go haywire.
Yeah, that is the thing. Some magic freaks out tech.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm sure Hogwarts has all that stuff. Because you can't have muggles with cell phones finding you.
Mm.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or post it.
Let's beat up this guy. Or I guess
fine.
talk to him, depending on how nice he is.
Yeah. So when we left off, you guys had walked into this office. Very warm office.
Where's that dude? Here he is.
A warm office, you say?
And yeah, he looks mostly like the picture, except he's not an elf.
No, never mind.
My bug.
You guys
And he
can
doesn't.
make me
He can make you. I'm sorry.
perception check as you walk in here as well.
Oh, I am delighted to. That is a 37.
Everyone except Adelaide notices the hidden door in the north wall there.
With the S.
For secret.
Yes.
I like the idea that we walk into the room and our eyes flick to that corner of the room.
Just.
And he shifts to stand in front of it.
Adelaide doesn't notice a thing amiss.
Nope. Also, I want everyone's current disguise checks, if you would.
Yes. The answer is not
great. So Ogden is.
That's about right.
The same big burly Vesk. He made himself
I give everybody
6
their
inches
plus
taller
ones
with
for
his
charisma
mortar
base,
skin.
by the way.
Oh yeah, before we were going in.
17.
I request a reroll. How many of those do we have?
Well, not enough for everybody. You have 2.
Oh, well.
Ogden is really rocking the secret agent thing right now with an untrained 20 on disguise.
Very nice. All right.
It's you're clearly the 4 people I just sent to their deaths. All you did was brush your bangs into the other side of your face.
Yeah.
So as you walk in, he sort of looks you over, says, well, seems you tried to change your appearances, and my employees failed what I asked them to do.
Indeed. Could you tell us why you asked them to kill us?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in telling you, since you're not getting out of here alive. It's a button. You caused us quite some trouble on Veros, and powers that be want you eliminated. Please roll initiatives.
Veros was the prison moon.
That was the prison moon.
It was indeed. Place yourselves also in this office.
Got it. Reptoid. Easy peasy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, place ourselves where, Nick?
In the office here that y'all just walked into.
All right.
I guess I should have seen that coming. That your disguises. The disguises didn't do it.
I should subtract.
Yeah.
So your story didn't do you much good anyway, I suppose.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Disguise is really a whole party buy-in thing, right? Similar with stealth, where like if one person is good at stealth, you either have that one person playing the game while everybody sits back, waiting for them to scout, which admittedly I do sometimes with my wizard in our Pathfinder game, or they just don't ever stealth. Similarly, it is a similar case with disguise. I have come to realize.
Yeah, well, you guys all tried. You could have made it. He only rolled a 16 on his perception. So actually, he doesn't realize it. Yeah. So actually, Ogden, he's like, well, that one I don't recognize, but all the rest of them.
Yeah.
So,
but who's this other Vesk with you?
So Vesk standing with 3 people who were recently seen by this different Vesk.
Yeah.
Could it be?
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
I guess I paid for the good skin, too. I could make myself a different race entirely. But again, it doesn't really matter, does it?
It doesn't matter unless we
if he recognizes all your buddies, you know, there's not a lot you could do at that point.
Yeah. I need to get you all holographic projectors or whatever it is.
It's so expensive, Tom.
Holoskin's like $650.
There's no way around rolling a 3. I don't know what you want.
The cheap but the cheap one doesn't actually give you any bonuses, right? Like
no, it's a technological item. This is not worth discussing, I think.
I have the advanced morphic skin, but I don't think that actually gives.
Oh yeah, you and I are.
Yeah.
It doesn't give us bonuses. It just lets us change more drastically without taking penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Iris just came in.
Yeah.
Well, at the top of the round, this security robot gets to go first. And it's just gonna move up here and open that door behind you guys. This game droid in the back is gonna cast Junk Sword and
cool.
Roll 20, cooperate. And then it's gonna move up. What's its speed? 30 feet, and it flies after it casts.
Flying magic robot.
Flying magic robot. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool.
So you said
somebody on the
game.
There.
Yeah, it's a weaponized game droid. What book did this come out of?
Wait, who are we missing?
Alien Archive 3. So it casts Junk Sword, and it moves up on Ogden. And
we're missing Lasco.
Sorry.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh,
Lasco goes before the robot that almost goes.
Lasco goes before the robot. It's your turn.
Good timing, thanks. Okay. Well, that robot can be easily flanked. But this robot is a wizard who can fly. And that's slightly more worrisome. So
it is indeed a wizard robot.
A flying wizard robot, yeah. Those are the worst kind of robots. So yeah, let's remove some of its wizardry by hand. Flat-footing it and hacking at it.
Ooh,
that's a bad roll. 13's gonna miss.
It is indeed going to miss.
End of turn.
All right.
Or actually, no, sorry. I'll use my move action to help Iris flank over here. Unless, Iris, where do you need me? I will shout to Iris.
Other side of the door.
That is a hard corner.
Oh yeah.
So like only one of you could really stand there and attack that security robot at the
Just
moment.
keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, the other security robot is going to move through his friend's square, and he'll stop right there, in front of the door, and that robot is going to slam. Well, yeah. They'll slam Iris. Slam.
Come on.
Hop on it.
Slam.
Oh, 19 to hit, which I don't think is going to make it against Iris. And then it's Iris's turn to slam that robot right back, I imagine.
Well, yes, with electricity. Twice. 19 and then a 23 to hit EAC for minimum damage both times.
Yeah, they both hit.
Nice. That is electricity
24.
damage. I don't know if that's going to help.
Oh, yes, against these specific robots, it does indeed. So 24 times 1.5. 36 damage to that robot.
Nice.
Very nice.
And then it's going to be Debris' turn. And he is going to... He's going to cast something nasty. Come on, roll 20.
What spell is he casting? 21.
Well, I can't tell you because I don't know yet.
Okay.
Because roll 20 is currently not responding. He is going to cast... I don't think he can cast this one. Yes, roll 20. Open the SRD. Yeah, that won't work on you guys. In that case, going to cast Hold Person on Iris. I need a will save, please.
Remind me what that does again.
It makes it so you can't take actions.
Can't take actions at all. Okay.
Paralyzed and freezes in place. Can't take any physical actions, even speech. You can spend a full round action each turn to attempt a new saving throw, though.
Here's a 20 for a will save.
But you made the will save anyway, which negates it right off the bat. And then he'll use his move action to move back, and it will be Adelaide's turn. Oh, wait, hold on. You succeeded at a will save, which means I think you take some damage. Come on, roll 20.
Should be his CR if you're doing the mind breaker thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find. I'm like clicking through his abilities, and roll 20 is taking forever to do it.
I'm sorry, your roll 20 is giving you such fleeing today.
Being so slow. You succeeded at a saving throw against a mind-affecting effect, so you take a -1 penalty to AC, attack rolls, and skill checks until the beginning of your next turn.
Yikes.
No save.
Beginning of next turn, though.
Yeah, until the beginning of your next turn.
Interesting.
Yes. And then it is Adelaide's turn.
Okay, Adelaide's going to get out of melee because she knows what she's about. I could hear Simon from the other room, but not...
I was muted. Guys, it was a great pun. I'm going to deliver it again. Adelaide out of melee. Oh, I stuttered on it. I need a second do-over.
If you move like that, it is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, if I move like this, attack of opportunity?
If you take a 5-foot step, then it does not get one.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't see a robot next to her.
Oh, he's there.
And
Yeah.
he there.
Blue security bot in front of the door.
No, I do see a blue dot behind Lasco. It's a me issue. It's not you, it's me. I'll refresh. There we go. Yep, I didn't see Lasco.
Joy is a roll 20.
So she takes a 5-foot step and takes out her spell gem of mirror image. Casts it on herself.
All right.
And that's her turn.
Do you have a Starfinder backpack that allows you to draw that as part of a move action?
I have before.
I think Ogden is.
I will.
I think Ogden's wearing the Starfinder backpack.
You should check
could be
that.
wrong.
Because taking an object out is normally a move action, but there are many ways to make that faster with gear clamps and Starfinder backpacks and things like that. All right, Ogden.
Okay. Ogden is going to. He doesn't have a lot of good options here. This game robot. Ogden's probably going to have to eat an attack of opportunity. Regardless.
Unless you can go northeast, yeah.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I mean, unless I could take a step back here. Could I take a guarded step?
Back there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
cool.
like elf running around the room, but there's just enough space.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ogden is going to hit this robot with an inhibitor, and it is going to be a sickening inhibitor. This is a poison effect. It should be noted. If this robot is immune to poison effects, this will have no effect. But other than that, that is a 24 to hit for 11 points of piercing damage, and it is sickened for 8 rounds.
Well, it will take the piercing damage. But you, sir, Mr. Biohacker, should realize that constructs are immune to poison.
I should know that.
I do know that.
Yeah. Didn't stop me from trying. Just you wait until I'm level 12, then I'll get the thing that lets me poison anything.
The last session of the campaign.
Soon.
Yeah, for the last session. That's my turn.
All right. The robot that's still outside the door is gonna move in past his friend, which will indeed provoke from Iris. You know, it's a bad plan on this robot's part, but what else are you gonna do?
It's all right. It's at a -1.
Aha! Maybe that'll make all the difference.
Nope. Probably not.
No, it won't.
So 29 to hit, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It still hits. And then that robot is going to fire at Adelaide with integrated tactical arc emitter, which someday Roll20 will actually do the thing. Come on, Roll20. I believe in you. And that's gonna be. I keep stalling, hoping that it'll.
Yeah.
There it goes. 18 to hit.
Let's roll that d4.
Yeah, I'll give the standard suggestions, Nick, of make sure you're using Firefox and make sure hardware acceleration's on.
Yeah, no, it is. Roll20 is the only thing I use Firefox for, so it's not like I'm going in and changing it.
Yeah.
All right, so now you only have 2 figments. That's the robots. That's that security robot's turn. The weaponized game droid, having lost its preferred target in Ogden, will take a couple of swings at Lasco here. And
Let's go with it. I see it was higher. As a free action.
Yeah. 25 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
That's 10 bludgeoning and slashing. And then a 14 will probably miss, yeah.
Indeed.
And yeah, that's all it's got. And then it will be Lasco's turn.
Lasco's torn. He'll say, Iris, should I chase down the caster or do you need help at the door?
God, Iris is like gritting, but also grinning.
Was there I got this at the beginning of that?
Yes, there was.
Okay. Then Lasco will, with his move action, somersault away from this robot, taking a 10 to 60 to the acrobatics, and then using a climb check, clamber over this computer and leap at the manager's throat.
How rude! Oh, I need to. I guess you're still gonna make the second one so you can get away. I forgot it's got reach now with its junk sword. Yes. But you're gonna make it anyway. You're fine. That will hit.
So that's 28 damage, and he cannot take guarded steps.
Oh, how rude!
Hey, that's pretty great, Simon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't take the bleeding one.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Taking away their guarded steps is pretty great.
It's okay. He's just gonna move, and my attacks of opportunity are pretty lame.
Yeah, because you don't get the trick attack damage.
Yeah.
This other security robot doesn't like being next to Iris. Is gonna step back. As Adelaide is not armed with a melee weapon, and fire at Iris, that mean android. It's so
Mean
weird.
droid.
Roll20 like doesn't recognize when I click on the sheet because I haven't popped out. I have to like click on it and then click back and then wait a second for it to like realize what it's doing. That's a 32 to hit Iris.
Woof.
Hit.
For 8 electricity damage.
8 electricity damage. Ouch.
Ouch.
And then it will be your turn.
We're gonna go ahead and fix that real quick. The damage didn't transfer over from the battle before, but I fixed it, don't worry. I'm gonna step up and attack blue.
All right.
Because that one was more damaged. Oh, that's a 14 to hit EAC, though. Gross.
Oh, on those robots.
How are we doing on
That's gonna
rerolls?
miss. You have 2.
2? We'll hold on to them. Will we? No, we won't. I'm gonna use
Swear
it.
to God, Luke, you use all of our rerolls and crits.
I
Just
would like to save one reroll for what Ogden is doing on his turn, because I've realized with some more errata, I have a cool thing.
Alright, well, if there's a thing that somebody wants to do with the reroll, I'll not use it.
All right.
I mean, we've got 2. I only need 1, probably.
Yeah, but then we'd have none.
True.
That is true.
It's nice to keep one in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like seeing them go to waste.
I don't think we usually let them go to waste.
I've seen them go to waste before. Plenty. Just on Thursday, even.
It has indeed happened. Since he's unable to 5-foot shift, debris moves back, which provokes from Lasco.
Yeah.
Kneecap
Pay
him.
dividends. I tried to kneecap. Also, his move speed is cut in half.
Well, that's like
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I do 12 damage.
I mean, that's like
Get back here.
that's like the average. For me.
That does hit for 12 damage. And then I need a will save from you, Lasco.
Boo.
Ooh. Should I use a reroll? Will saves.
See, this is why we save rerolls.
Then again, that was an average roll, so the odds that it'll be better are like 50%.
Hmm.
You gonna reroll? Yes? No?
I'll reroll it.
All right, this one's from Trippy.
Thanks, Trevi. All right, I regret it.
Squandered.
I would shame you, but what's about to happen is punishment enough.
It is.
You are confused for 1 round, sir.
No.
Oh.
Well,
Which means you have to attack people's, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wanted to confuse you for 1 round. Why you stay there? That's his turn. Adelaide.
All right, Adelaide will take a 5-foot step back, and she will cast Infinite Worlds, expending a 3rd level slot to make a 10-foot radius. Whoop, we have this. Ah, gosh darn it. It's showing me the picture of the 10-foot radius. There we go. All right. So a 10-foot radius of knockdown and difficult terrain, guys? Difficult terrain or no?
What are the other options?
Damage.
I like damage more.
Okay. The floor is lava.
Yay.
And
Does it still stay there when you have it do damage?
yes.
What's the persistent effect, though?
Oh, sorry.
I think it's damage over time.
It's
Isn't
it?
oh, okay. So we can only do knock prone or damage. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Plus difficult terrain on either one.
No. Yeah, plus difficulty.
Oh, okay.
Knock prone.
Well then, make a choice.
Well, they'll both
Not
stand up
prone.
before he goes, though.
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
then
be-
they can't full attack.
Okay.
It's going to be knock prone, and instead of the floor is lava, the floor is a bouncy house.
Oh, that's fun.
All right. So these guys get saves against being prone, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Type of save,
16,
DC?
if I'm not mistaken.
I believe it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Not instantaneous. Level 2. VoIP? What'd that say?
Brief.
What'd that say?
16, reflex.
Mhm.
16 reflex save. Got it. All right, let's see if these robots can pull it off. First one saves. Come on, give me another one. Roll 20. Ugh. I gotta start like restarting my computer right before we stream or something.
Mm,
Or during break, maybe.
that's a habit I've tried to get into as well.
It's so hard to have that
it's
hygiene.
doing it during break would, I mean, only help with the second half of the show.
Mm.
Perhaps I meant and. I should have said and there.
They probably wouldn't need both. Come on. That is not a reflex save. I hit up once,
You want?
hoping that it would be faster, but when it
Uh,
rolls it's attack again instead of its reflex save. All right, the second one fails. So we'll knock red prone. Blue is still standing though. Would you like your move action, ma'am?
The 5-foot step was not the move action.
Oh, you took a 5-foot step. I
that
missed
was.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, Ogden.
All right. Ogden is going to move over here, completely ignoring the robot because I don't have acrobatics ranks. So there's no way I'm going to not
swing at you with its
eat
junk
this.
sword.
Okay.
You know, as the weaponized game droid is wont to do.
As you walk past, Lasco's like,
Sure.
why isn't he ducking and somersaulting and weaving?
Doesn't
that
everybody
bad.
have acrobatic prowess? Some classes
Someone needs
aren't,
to teach that
aren't born
Velvet.
with acrobatics as a class skill.
Weird.
I know.
That's
like
a
one
30
of
to
three.
hit. So
Yeah, that hits.
Check your privilege.
bludgeoning and slashing damage.
The operative and the soldier just kind of share a look and roll their eyes.
Oh wait, no, that's not right. Okay, then Ogden is going to bring up another piece of errata. So, back in book 2. Yes, I see you, Leif. Back in book 2, we found some blue Winnis poison, and Simon said to me, Tom, there's no way you're going to fire that blue Winnis poison. It's like a garbage poison. It's level 8. It has a DC 14 fortitude save. Well, let me tell you, they upped the DC and lowered the level of this blue Winnis poison. It is now a DC 17 save. Yes, this is very exciting. Of course, none of this matters if I don't hit.
I presume you're going to fire it at that reptoid.
At our spellcaster. Yes. So Ogden is going to level his shot, take very careful aim, because this is 1,000 credits that he's firing right now, and is going to shoot the spellcaster. Hey, if this works, he's unconscious.
That would be pretty great.
That would be pretty great. Now, there's nothing in the biohacker thing that says I can't fire an inhibitor at the same time as something like one of my biohacks. Would you allow me to sicken this guy as well? Because okay, cool. Thank you. You are kind and benevolent.
Just sort of add on to whatever you have in the gun already.
Yeah. So it's just a particularly nasty concoction. That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
I presume it's a fortitude save for the poison.
Yes, it is actually also a DC 18 because of the potent fusion on this pistol. So DC 18, and he's sickened for a -2 penalty to this saving throw.
Which will balance out his +2 racial bonus.
Against poisons,
come out to 23.
Curses! He still takes the initial damage.
10 points of damage, and he's sickened. So he's still like having a bad day.
And 1,000 credits just disintegrate from the world.
Realistically, it was 100 credits, which is like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
But he also takes initial exposure damage for making a saving throw against poison. So he takes 7 more damage, which goes straight to his... He doesn't have stamina points. He takes 7 more damage. And I end my turn.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, I figured, fortitude saving throw on a spellcaster. That's probably a good bet, right? But
yeah. He did roll pretty well. He had an 18 on the die, so.
Oh.
The real goal here was to teach the audience that poisons may be worth looking into once again.
I know Ogden will.
The red security robot stands up from prone and attempts to slam Iris, which is a tough feat for these poor security robots. Hitting Iris is not easy. They need a pretty good number on this roll. Come on. Make them scared. Nope. Not going to be scared for your lives. All right. The game droid is gonna... Oh, hi, Ogden. You are still in reach.
Oh, because junk sword. I've always wanted to build a junk sword technomancer.
Yeah, that was Napalm's favorite trick.
It is a great heckin' trick. It takes a little bit to get going. Maybe that's what I'll build. I've been thinking about casters that I could build for
what?
Certain Directive 9 game. That may or may
Fun
not happen.
fact, Mouse had junk sword. I had wanted to kind of like make her able to, and then I just realized that no, I've got better weapons. It was kind of like,
Junk sword's pretty
interesting.
good. But it's like strength based, right?
Yeah, it's strength based.
Yeah.
And you need to get it to a high enough level that you can start adding cool things onto it.
Yeah.
Does it 16 hit your KAC, Ogden?
Missed by 1. I need new armor.
You should
well,
do better.
it missed both times in that case. Let's go.
Let's
You were
go.
confused. Roll me a D100.
41. Is that good?
41, you do nothing
Might
but
be
babble
babble.
incoherently.
hey, that's fine.
That's not my favorite. Is it over now?
It is indeed over now. It was only one round because it was a lesser
good.
confusion. This other security robot is going to shift back from Iris. And then...
Boing.
difficult terrain. I don't think you can shift on difficult terrain.
Cannot shift up of it, right? Like to the west?
Yeah, can shift northwest.
Then it does that. Thank you for helping my my baddies be a little bit scary. And then it's going to fire at Adelaide. Huh?
We're all on the same team here. Just trying to make enjoyable content, and sometimes that involves us taking damage.
You gotta take damage sometimes, otherwise, it's just not as much fun for the audience if you're never in any danger.
I hear you.
All right. I don't know, it's the robots specifically that are like taking the longest time in the world. These stupid robots.
If you think it would really help, we could go to break for like 5 minutes while you reset.
Oh no, it's fine. It's not too bad. I mean, it is bad, but I'll just keep ripping. 24 to hit Adelaide, and I think you still have some of those copies left.
Yes, I've got 2 left. So let's roll that.
So
that
D3.
D3, and another copy goes.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Iris. For you mute.
Yep. Iris is gonna take a look at the one that stood up and try and knock it back down.
Knock it back
full
down.
Attack. 21 and an 18 against EAC.
Oh yeah, those both hit.
For 30 times
for 45.
Yeah, 45 damage.
Oh yeah, that one is dead because you're using electricity. Dead.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Very nice.
Glorious
thing bad.
Lesser confusion again.
Hex, yeah, he is. Give me another will save, Lasco.
I hate you.
I'm sorry. He doesn't want you to come back over here. You're scary.
All right. I didn't want to take any actions in this fight. That's fine.
Confused again.
Now Simon's stomping off.
Once again confused. And then he's gonna take this chance to. Oh crap! Oh no! There's so many of you, and you're everywhere. But he also doesn't really want to be. He took a chance last time being the closest person to confused Lasco. He moves further this way into the back.
Yeah, Ogden, get out of here. It's not safe.
You can't tell him that. You're confused. Adelaide.
All right, Adelaide will. We can either do an ectoplasmic barrage, or we can. Well, we can do an ectoplasmic barrage on either the robots or on the caster. Which we want.
It's up to you. It's your turn.
I know.
I'd say the caster. He's very scary, and he keeps casting.
He is very
his spell.
scary.
It's terrible.
Yep, and I chose ectoplasmic barrage because it doesn't require a will save. I think, for the record, I think it's very unfair that witch warpers have bad will saves. It's just not right, especially when technomancers do.
A good fortitude save.
I don't think we do.
Yeah. What's your good save?
I think it's Dex. Yeah, it's Dex.
Reflex.
Reflex. Yep.
Well, that's what makes up for it.
Okay.
Well,
anyhow,
that's a 10 to hit.
Ectoplasmic
10 is
barrage.
gonna miss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So unfair.
Would you like to use your move action for anything?
She'll step.
Ogden?
Yeah, no, we'll leave it there. She's there.
All right.
Okay.
Ogden saw Lasco babble incoherently to himself last round, and he's going to say, "Snap out of it, Lasco!" And he's actually going to shoot you in the back with a booster. from his secondary field of study, neurochemistry. You bolster the chemistry of a creature's brain or other cognitive system, allowing it to ignore the effects of the confused and staggered conditions for the booster's duration.
Best friends.
Best friends, because you do way more damage than me, so I'm going to enable you.
Nice. Do you support confusion?
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
That's like a handshake from Herald to Ninden last season.
It's true.
Okay, and then that was my standard action.
Mhm.
And, I could do that as part of a full attack and then make a second full attack, because then -4 penalty doesn't matter. I can shoot Lasco once and then take another shot at the baddie. So I will do this thing.
He's going to have soft cover from Lasco being in between you guys. If you
That's
shoot
so short.
the caster, and that robot behind you does have reach.
Oh,
I guess he's going to
stupid
it
robot.
occurs to me. Even shooting Lasco, he's probably going to swing.
You could just
I'd
snap.
like to step before you shoot Lasco.
I guess.
Attack.
I guess I would step, because I don't want to get hit again. I mean, I'm Ogden.
Yeah.
I never get hit in combat. This is like ruining my reputation.
You have been exposed to this thing having reach.
Yeah.
You know it.
Okay. Well, then that's Ogden's turn. But he clears Lasco's mind with you get like this shot of adrenaline. You're.
I know who my friends are and who they are.
The good news is you forced the game droid to move, so it's not going to full attack you. It is, however, going to step up and smack you. Or move up and smack you. Crit!
Yeah. No!
20 damage, Ogden. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Was that about
lightning
Ogden not
flashing.
usually getting hit?
Yeah,
Actually,
you did
were
kind of
not in,
like bite it. You tempted the GM to smack you.
That's okay.
Lasco, your
all
confusion is
bravado.
suppressed. What would you like to do?
Lasco feels great. He feels like he maybe he should help Ogden with that robot, because Ogden did just clear his mind, but he's confident that that Ogden would prefer for him to fight the spellcaster. So Lasco will rush up, doing an acrobatics to dodge over the robot's huge sword, and then get in the reptoid's face again.
All right.
Ooh, that's a good hit.
That's some pretty damage.
Yeah, that reptoid falls to the ground, reverting to his reptoid form.
Nice.
As he does. I'm sure you have movement left if you would like to use it.
Technically I can't, because in order to use acrobatics, I needed that to be my move action.
Your move action, yes. And your move in your trick has to be before your attack?
Indeed, yes.
You can't split it yet? Okay.
Indeed. And I never will, because that, well, I guess I could use my spare feet on that, but...
You could, and then you would be able to attack, and then you'd be able to run back up to that robot up there.
It's not as worth it when you have quick trick, yeah.
Yeah, you don't really need it, that's for sure. This robot is going to... It's not having any luck shooting Adelaide because of those heckin'
Images.
So it's going to try to shoot Iris, I suppose. Because why not?
Hey friends, I remembered that I had sound effects.
Oh, right.
It's because I never use them for this game, because none of us fire weapons except me, and then I'm doing things on my turn.
It's moving back to sort of back up its little game droid buddy here. Iris does a 19 hit your EAC. Leif.
No. Negative.
No.
Nada.
I didn't think so. All right, it's Iris's turn.
Iris is going to pursue.
Ah! If robots could be
that's
afraid,
14
that
hit.
robot would be afraid. Which will miss. Ooh, ha, 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 ha. Take that. Adelaide.
So, our reptoid is dead, but the robots remain a problem.
Robots remain a problem.
All right. Adelaide's going to cast Ectoplasmic Barrage as a second level spell. So,
On who?
Means she can target up to 2 creatures, which means which 2?
It's not really going to matter because you only got a 10 on your attack.
Gosh darn it, this is the second time I've rolled a 3.
I think it's 2 separate attacks, right? So you wouldn't make one attack roll against 2 of them because it's 2.
Yeah, so you can make a second attack roll for the other one.
Okay. 17 plus...
Plus 7 is going... will hit either of them. You didn't specify, though, which one was which.
Which 2? I think I decided the 2 boys, we don't know what gender they are, they're robots. Red and blue. Matching. So, red for the first one, blue for the second.
I don't
You
even
mean the great game droid?
Oh, sorry. Okay, never mind. Then the 2 that are next to each other. The flying one?
There's only 2 up. The question is, which one was the second one?
Blue was the second one.
Sure.
All right.
Left to right.
And roll another 46 for damage for that one.
Alright. 11.
10 points of damage. Very nice. All right. Do you want your move action?
No, I'm good.
All right. Ogden.
All right.
This game droid is causing you real problems.
It really is, and the problem is now I can't guarded step away from it because it's right next to me.
True. Totally not taking revenge for the I never get hit comment.
Yeah, all right. I sure could. Well, I guess Ogden's just going to provoke. And you know what? No, if he's provoking, he's going to go way over here.
That's a good plan.
There.
All right. Junk sword towards your face.
Don't worry.
Let's see if it can smack you one last time. 27 hit for 7 bludgeoning and slashing damage.
Oh, you're this close to my hit points. They're right there. And then Ogden is going to level a shot at this thing. I bet it's not immune to AC debuffs.
Nope.
So I'm going to hit it with a -2 penalty to AC if this hits. Aha! For max damage! 16 points of piercing damage and a -2 penalty to AC.
Let's say that you shoot out like an acid or maybe a really strong base, and that reduces AC that way.
I mean, it's a needle.
It's a needle. Okay.
I guess there's some sort of. There's something in the needle that injects into its circuitry and then like breaks it down a little bit in that area. It's
magnetic. It like sticks to it and then spits out some acid. That burns off its armor.
Yeah, in a large swath.
Yes. Makes lots of sense.
All right, well, totally. Biohackers make all the sense. Let me tell you.
All the sense.
So much sense. Well, having lost its favorite target, the game droid turns its attention to Iris, and is going to swing that junk sword.
Does it have to deal with cover because the blue robot is in between?
No, cover's only for ranged.
Oh.
And it's going to miss both times. Horribly. Now it can't hit because it's aiming at Iris. Lasco.
Lasco will acrobatically get up here to help Iris flank with blue, but then attack the one on the left because he has an AC debuff anyways, and because he's being very mean to his good friend Ogden.
That's true. That is a thing. It has been doing.
What
28 to hit for 31 damage.
That hits. Ouch. 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 Poor robot.
It's okay. It doesn't feel pain.
Yeah.
Robot. This patrol robot is going to attempt to slam Iris twice. So upset. That game droid was rolling like such amazing numbers. And it didn't need amazing numbers to hit Ogden. But then it rolled against Iris and it rolled like 3s.
Probably needed like...
Sounds about right.
Right. Oh, come on, roll 20. Go slow. Well, that one's going to miss. Also, I told you to roll a full attack. You dumb piece of junk.
20 sheds a single tear.
Yeah. That's going to be a 17, which I imagine misses Iris's KAC.
You are correct.
Iris's turn.
Well, Iris just
At long last, you have flanking.
Yes, at long last. Oh, hey, I should probably turn that on my sheet now. Oh, flanking. I missed you. And I full attack. 14 and a 17 to hit. Oh my goodness.
Well, with flanking, they both hit. And then
no, he already included flanking. I already
had flanking.
Oh, well then only the second one hits, and it dies anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, it still hits for 20 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, electricity.
All right, Adelaide.
All right. Well.
Only the game droid remains standing.
Excellent. Then we shall also, just for fun, Adelaide will hazard. So like a puff of red, by which I mean fire, hits it. And that's going to be like a 5, I think it's a 10-foot radius, so we'll just say it only lasts for a round.
Lightning.
I mean, I can do lightning. Is that preferable? I thought robots
they're vulnerable to electric.
Huh, who knew?
Short circuit it.
All right. Electric. It's electric.
No.
Wiggy.
Can you get that in there in such a way? Yeah, you can.
Like I'm dropping it. I dropped it in, but I'm not seeing it.
I can see it. I moved it.
Thank you.
There is indeed a way to do it. So how much damage?
It's very little, but let me.
At least it's times 1.5 with electricity.
Okay. Hazard. That roll? Yes. 2. So
3.
Okay.
Would you like your move action? Oh, with the reflex save, yeah.
Nah.
And the reflex, it did not make it.
2.
All right. Would you like your move action?
Nah.
All right, Ogden.
Hi. Ogden is going to shoot his mortal enemy, the game bot. Does it have cover from where I am?
Nah. You can get a clean shot from there.
Excellent. Then let's try 2 shots. Hiya! 17 and a 22.
Those. Oh, KAC. The first one misses, but the second one hits and destroys
Even
that
with the -2
droid.
penalty? Oh, well. There we go. Haha! All right.
Leaving you standing in a room of dead robots.
Mystery.
What would you like to do with yourselves?
I'd like to turn off the battle music. Oh, you did it.
Other than turning off the battle music.
All right.
Let's go. Free to sort of look around here.
Let's straightens his jacket and says, "Well, that didn't go as intended."
No,
but if we had thought that out more, perhaps we would have seen that coming. Either way, at least we have one answer now. It was the reptoids that sent the thugs.
It's not surprising that if they have a base on... Oh, we're on Roselight, right? Yes. It's not surprising that they have multiple influences here.
I put his gear in the Roll20 chat for you guys.
Ooh, that Kasatha microcord might have my name on it.
No,
Nice.
what has my name on it?
Iris takes the pistol.
Oh, weapons.
Kasatha microcord. What do we got?
Oh, I suppose.
6 and 8.
Page are you on?
It's got an armor check
You can
penalty.
also, harvest.
give it to
I
you.
think from the robits.
Yeah.
Tactical arc emitter from each of the patrol class ones. And let me see if you can get anything off the game droid as well. But what do you guys want to check out in here?
Sorry, doing inventory stuff.
Ogden
Nothing
will
on
go over to the computer. And
there actually isn't a computer in this room.
Definitely looked like this desk had a computer on it, but that might be an artist's rendition.
Yeah. However, you can search the desk itself.
I'll do that.
You find a platinum smartwatch worth 5,000 credits in the desk.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay. That's a hell of a watch, I tell you.
It is. And yes, you can go through that door without any trouble, Iris. I see you over there.
Adelaide's kind of. Would one of you mind taking a look at this patch of mahogany wood? I don't know. My interior decorator senses are pinging.
You don't think it's just an accent?
I don't know.
Ogden gingerly taps his tail on it. Is it hollow?
No. It is
Okay.
an open rectangle of mahogany.
It is just an accent, it seems.
We spent 3 full days examining this square of mahogany.
Anyone trained in engineering or culture recognizes this as a place where one would interact with a game droid.
Suspicious.
Oh, okay. Cool. So it's like a quasi dance floor, like a sparring. Yeah, a sparring ring.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Like the game droids have that kind of magic stuff built in so that you can play like it's sort of like having a Connect now, you know.
Nice.
They play games with you, but this one had been weaponized to try to kill you. But probably whoever designed this office had this space to play with their games.
Just like Connect.
Yeah. You need a large open space, when you want to do like Connect games and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
So to be clear, there's no
and all that.
So there's no computer in this room. So do we find like any documents around here or
other than the one you killed? No, not in here.
Okay.
Just where this cushy executive comes to play with his game bot. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, he takes off his expensive wristwatch because he doesn't want it to get in the way while he plays game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to break your 5,000 credit wristwatch.
We go towards the very obvious secret door that we all noticed immediately.
Oh my goodness, where did you find that secret door?
Yeah, we all go in and Adelaide's like, guys?
Where did you go?
Guys?
I know, we just need to one at a time disappear while she's not looking.
Yeah. This is so mean.
Inside, you find a small but lushly appointed studio apartment. It's slightly warmer even than the office outside, and it's clearly been modified to house a non-human based on the unusual den-like bed, an assortment of curiously organic furnishings, and a refrigerator filled with raw meat and live insects in jars.
Gross.
You do find a high-end portable tier 5 computer probably laying on the bed.
Tier 5 portable computer. That's really really good.
Oh yeah, it has 5 miniaturization upgrades, the range 2 upgrade, and a rank 2 shock grid countermeasure, which I shouldn't have told you because
Well, yeah, I was gonna.
as it came out of my mouth, I was like,
"It's so cool, guys! Check it out!" Oh,
I shouldn't have said that.
Your characters don't know it has a shock grid countermeasure. I apologize.
All right,
it is safe to assume that we would approach it with some trepidation, though, right? Being the enemy's computer.
Right? Yeah, as one should.
He is a secret agent, man, just like Ogden.
Somewhere, Mouse suddenly is like, "Oh, I feel like I missed something."
Uh-huh.
Oh, well,
Oh, yeah, computer.
there's a
graphics.
computer.
We compute.
I'll aid automatically.
22.
Oh, and I give you a +2 to your thing with a biohack. Because I can do that.
So
it's just a thing I never remember. Yeah, total of 26. It's probably not going to be enough, because traps in Starfinder are dumb.
Yeah, well, it shakes and displays a warning about lethal force will be used if the intruder makes another attempt.
The intruder makes
that was an 8. The aider makes another aid. And that +2 is also still there. It lasts for a minute.
So
34.
34. Nice. Yeah, you managed to get in.
Awesome.
And you find evidence, plenty of evidence to prove that Debris ran a criminal conspiracy through Swift personnel for the last 8 years. But there's nothing about stewards or reptoids on this device. But it does appear that he was, hiring less than legal employees to do things like,
kill people down by the docks.
Yeah. But he himself was a reptoid.
He was indeed a reptoid. He is dead on the floor as a reptoid. As you're sort of going through this, a Shirin in a trench coat, followed by an android in steward blues, walks onto the premises.
Oh no!
These two here.
Oh no!
Well, you charming folks ruined a 10-month investigation.
I'm sorry.
I assure you we had no idea. I take it that you were aware that this man was a reptoid?
Yeah, I was pretty well aware. I'm Vorsen, Zik Vorsen, steward agent. And you are?
A Delta Witch.
A poorly disguised terrorist.
Secret agent.
It comes out before I can stop myself.
Yeah, like I want to. On the one hand, I'm tempted to lie because we are known terrorists. On the other hand, our disguise checks, and like I feel
we
like
don't get to re-roll those either.
I feel like if you just come forward, like that's better than us like trying and failing to pretend.
No, because if they then find out the real story, they would understand why we lied to them, right? Hopefully, theoretically.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, we have the thing is we have visas that have different names on them, right? That was part of the deal. We got visas with new names on them.
Mm-hmm. And that's why Adelaide introduced herself with her new name.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. My name is Sheldon Schmelschmite.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry. I said I would think of a good fake name in the 2 weeks since our last session, and I definitely didn't do that.
I should have reminded you guys. So you introduce yourselves with your fake names.
Iris approaches and extends a hand and says, "Hello, my name is Leif."
Uh-huh.
We were attacked by...
Those are the...
Oh, I can talk. We were attacked by agent that this reptoid sent at us in the dock city.
Upwell.
Well, that is the kind of thing they were involved with, I suppose.
Was this man working in isolation?
Doubt it.
Why?
He taps the side of his head. Someone is.
Let's go.
You should know better than to ask those kinds of questions aloud.
And why is that?
You sort of like.
You think we're being watched right now?
An antenna at you.
We're literally in this guy's base.
Should we? I guess we think at him if we can do that.
I mean,
right?
Sure.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you know about his operation? Lucas thinks at Zyke.
Doesn't matter now. With him dead, the investigation's not going anywhere. What I'm more curious about is you. Judging by the chatter I've been overhearing, there's not much in Roselight that's weirder than you right now.
I'm almost flattered. I'm sure we'll blend in eventually.
What chatter have you heard?
Bits and pieces. Certain people seem to think a lot of you, and don't want other people thinking about you at all. They don't want anyone knowing you flew in from Veros. I wouldn't be suspicious except for who's doing the thinking.
You're saying that people within the stewards are saying different things about us?
Well, now that's piqued your interest, hasn't it? But I'm not sure I can trust you with that just yet.
How can we earn your trust?
Trust is a tricky thing. Tough as wet tissues. Give it to the wrong people, it ends lives. Give it to the right people. Tell you what. I've been needing someone to check a message drop I've been monitoring for years. Simeon Creamery, the Sundown District, Booth 4. They hide data chips in the napkin dispenser. I can't get near it anymore, but you have fresh faces that no one in town knows. Check out that message drop for any communiques and bring me what you find.
We can do that. You've said a lot about trust, though, and haven't given us solid reasons for us to give it to you. You did just waltz in on us here after we fought for our lives.
Well, you don't have to trust yet. Trust should be earned, and I appreciate healthy paranoia. Wrong sorts of people are worrying over you, and that's a good start. But maybe they just want me to think that. They're clever. I believe the old human expression is snakes in the grass.
Is there a Sheeran expression?
Not that translates directly, no.
You know much about snakes in the grass, it seems. We'll do this for you, and after that we can talk.
Good.
And then we go get ice cream at the Sunrise Creamery.
Yeah. Look at
Simeon Creamery.
I would prefer
Creamery,
something dairy-free alternative, but whatever.
Oh.
I guess we got it.
Oh, you discover. You're going to be very happy with this creamery then.
Uh-oh.
Because it's a rather unremarkable shop with a case containing an assortment of frozen desserts, toppings, and other treats. There is a female human and a male Yosoki behind the bar, and then there are brightly colored advertisements that say everything is vegan and made from gene-modified nuts and plants.
I see. That's
Iris's eyes go wide, and they show a little bit of uncharacteristic
joy,
emotion. They're so overjoyed.
There are a variety of unique flavors, like salted kelp, sweet corn and womberry.
Oh,
Womberry's
definitely
my
going
favorite.
Womberry. Whatever the hell that is.
Is a fruity and musky flavor. Lasco's probably familiar with it and knows that Lasco probably thinks it's delicious and is repulsive to people who aren't Sharon or Yusoki.
Alaska will ask Miss Forthwith to order it for him, and while she's distracting them by ordering, he will like investigate this. The what was it? A tap?
Booth 4.
No,
the napkin dispenser.
The napkin dispenser.
Ogden
will keep an eye out.
So the rest of you are staying at the case while Lasco goes over there?
Yeah, Iris is ordering ice cream enthusiastically.
Yeah, it's not too far, right?
No, it's a small shop. There's only a few booths.
Okay.
You slide into
if I'm sorry, go on.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was just going to say, if it was possible to do it inconspicuously.
There's nobody sitting in booth 4. There's about 10 other customers in here, but they're eating ice cream. They don't care about you.
Oh, well then Ogden will go over with Lasco. Just two friends sitting down at a table, getting ready to have some ice cream. Yeah, get those napkins.
As you slide in, you notice that the napkin dispenser appears to be empty.
Ogden shoots a look at Lasco. Was it a setup?
I mean, there's no napkins in it.
Oh, yeah. I check it for the bug.
You open it up to look for communiques?
I'll check it for traps first, but yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Ogden will do this as well.
Ogden can also make a perception check.
It's a nat 1.
Lasco, you do notice that there appears to be some kind of tripwire that will trigger when you open the dispenser.
He disables it.
I disable it, or at least I try to. I forget. Does Ogden do engineering, or is that that's Iris?
Just computers.
All right.
Yeah.
Iris
I need a computers or engineering check. All right.
I'm not even going to offer my assistance.
Hold on. You managed to spoof the tamper circuit. I need a engineering or a physical science check.
I have physical science. Do you have physical science?
I have engineering at 14. What's your physical science?
Oh, I have physical science at 12. So go ahead.
I'll try it.
Here comes assist.
31.
You're not there.
You're ordering ice cream.
Ice cream counter. You manage to you analyze the trigger system. You find where the detonator is. I need one final engineering check.
Ogden surreptitiously shoots Lasco underneath the table, assuming we took a 10-minute rest before this, to give him a +2 bonus.
Drugs.
Yeah, gotta dope you up.
Take some engineering drugs. Disable this trap. Oh no! Do we have a reroll?
Yeah, we do. I think we do.
You do. You have one left from Ghost. Would you like to use it?
Using that reroll.
Yeah, gotta look good for our prospective friends.
Don't know if that's good enough. So that was a 25 with the drugs.
Don't you have like Trapsmith's kit or
25 with the drugs?
Yeah.
I have a hacking kit. I have a facilities specialty, a vehicle specialty, no trap specialty.
Well, luckily, you didn't set it off before you started trying to disable it. There's a click and a beeping starts. Now you have 3 rounds until it explodes. So you can make another set of checks.
All right. From the beginning?
Oh, God.
From the beginning.
Like some assistance.
Or, actually, no, because you already did the first 2. So you have an additional 3 rounds to try and make that last one again, because you did already do the first 2.
Would you like some assistance?
Yes, I will send an urgent ping over to Iris.
Okay, that would take one of your rounds.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'll take the first round to make a check.
I can call Iris over. I'll say.
Yeah, you could have.
Ogden will say, Leaf, we have the creds over here. Come over and get the cred stick.
Really?
We'll have to pass a secret message.
Quickly. Yeah, totally. I will lie my butt off. That's a 30.
Yep. Iris, you get that he is not talking about credits. He needs you over here now. It is danger.
Iris runs over there and assists with engineering. That's for sure an assist. And I'm rolling because I may not be able to assist.
All right. That time you made it.
Oh, God.
It does not explode.
Oh, God.
Usually they tell you the message before they self-destruct the device, in my experience.
Oh, wait. Rewind just a little bit. Because when it started going off, another thing did happen. So slightly before you guys make that last check, a low-resolution hologram appeared just above the table of a scaly humanoid in steward garb. A feminine voice purrs. You've become more of a nuisance than an amusement, Vorson. So the time has come to dispose of you. You have 20 seconds to reflect on your wasted life. And before you think of running, the bomb under you is attached to weight sensors in the seats. Perhaps you can warn the rest of the restaurant to run if you think anyone in this miserable city will listen to you. And then you very quickly call Iris over and manage to disable it.
Are there explosives under us right now, Lasco?
Yes.
Meanwhile, Adelaide is paying for all of the ice cream. She hasn't noticed anything.
Wrong.
Because she has like
you
disabled
it now, though. It's disabled.
Oh, I disabled the explosives, not just the detonator.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you disarmed the bomb.
One to the other.
Yeah.
You cut off the signal or whatever it was. You did the thing.
You did the good thing.
Oh, my God.
Iris will begin the work of, well, no, hold on, that's not a good idea. It's during store hours. We will come back and afterwards begin the process of bomb disposal.
Yeah, are there any documents inside of
How many grenades can I make out of this?
No grenades. Also, there are no communiques here.
Okay. Well, at least
Vorson,
can we take the hollow image and give it to Vorson?
Yes. The resolution is very much degraded by the bomb being disarmed, but you have the recording of the voice itself. You can salvage the projector from it. Vorson rushes in with Effecta. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was a trap.
Wait, how did he know? We were all sneaky.
Well, I'm glad. I didn't mean to put you in harm's way. I knew the reptoids had burned the drop, but I didn't know they were prepared to kill over it. Let's go somewhere private.
All right.
Tom is still processing what was said in the thing, though. A reptoid. So
yeah, I can give you guys.
Could you go over it again?
Yeah, the reptoid said Vorson has become too annoying. So this is evidence that we can.
Let me put this in a handout for you guys so that you can reference it later.
That would be great.
We'll call this reptoids threat.
Reptoids
bomb threat.
Yeah, okay.
The reptoid menace.
But yeah, that was more or less the gist of it. And if you guys will go with Vorson, he's going to just lead you somewhere a little bit more private. Sort of.
We grab our ice cream and go.
Yeah, we bring our ice cream. We trust that. There's no bomb in there.
Of course.
I should
trust
also
no one but the ice cream man.
I put all the stuff that Vorson told you in his handout from the first meeting there too, so you guys have reference on that.
Perfect. Thank you.
And now it's story time. You guys ready for story time?
Yeah.
I'm very ready.
Wait, hold on.
I'm
trying to find the handout from Vorson.
Story time.
What section is
literally at the top of the journal?
Music Vorson. It's in 4.2. Scratch in the surface. Just the
I
same
see. It's Luna
in the
Belloc's
picture.
debris.
Zick
That's
Vorsen
weird.
is there, as is Effecta. Also, if you on the camera,
I see.
if you just scroll down,
Just scroll down. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, below his picture is the stuff he told you when you met him. So yeah, he leads you several blocks away, probably to somewhere where you guys can get a private room, maybe some lunch, in a back room somewhere. He says, reptoids are a lot of things, but self-sacrificial isn't one of them. And yeah, I know reptoids. I've been trying to warn the stewards about them for 20 years. Noticed they started replacing stewards a decade back, but it's hard to tell the infiltration from run-of-the-mill corruption. Right now, Effecta is the only one here I can trust. I think several reptoids have infiltrated the local base. At least a few of them are high up, maybe the highest. All it takes to bring down the hammer on their enemies. And they've got you in their sights. You won't have a leg to stand on when they're done falsifying records and evidence. Now, I can't exactly walk into the base and put bullets in my fellow constables, just hoping that my hunches are right. But I've got a little side project cooking with a gene sculptor called Flormaraku and Siblin. Locals call him Dr. Flo. Almost brought them in for selling black market tardigrades 2 years back, but they'd seen some strange things themselves. They know what we're up against. Doc Flo's been working on a special project for me, a modified paramexovirus. It's a nasty little flu the best get, but with Flo's adjustments, it should infect reptoids and disable their ability to take on new forms. But the doc goes dark sometimes, and I have no idea how far along the project is. Now that I know reptoids are watching me, I can't get close to Flo without tipping my hand. I need you lot to check in on Doc Flo. Give him whatever help is needed to finish this. Sounds like all our lives depend on it.
what makes you think that the reptoids are going to be less suspicious of anybody that we come in contact with if they're monitoring us as well?
Well, they'll probably still be suspicious, but sounds like they have it out for me, and you seem very capable of defending yourselves.
I assure you they have it out for us as well, but yes, we are so capable.
Well,
Why were you able to detect the reptoids and no one else? How have they infiltrated the stewards so well for so long?
Well, sounds like crazy conspiracy theories. No one believes me. I've always been a little paranoid, they say.
Was there some historical first incident that tipped you off?
Not provided by the AP.
AP, right?
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Sure there was. Just
I don't want to talk about it.
everyone called it a myth, conspiracy theory. No one would believe me.
I see.
Well,
if you can, would you allow my compatriots and I to have a word in private for a moment?
Sure, I guess. Effective? Then I guess they'll leave you guys to talk on your own.
Yeah, just a moment. We'll invite them back in. Do we think we can trust them?
I don't see what we gain from distrusting them.
It appears they're the first ones to have not immediately put a bullet in us once the word reptoid or gray was mentioned.
Exactly.
I think unlikely allies are better than nothing. This Sheeran seems to know what they're talking about, or at least understands that there are reptoids. They know more than we do, really, about the reptoid infestation in the steward's base here. I don't see that we have much of a choice.
Do you think it's safe to tell them? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say I've got a thing for this, actually. Here, let me retroactively... Are they telling us lies?
Yeah, we can all do sense motives, sure.
No,
Yeah.
they're not telling you lies.
Cool.
Mm,
They're behaving truthfully.
Do you believe it's safe
Yes.
to admit what we are?
I wouldn't go that
No.
far just yet. I think all they need to know is that we've had some trouble with the reptoids ourselves, and frankly, who hasn't?
So talk about books,
Yes.
our experiences in book 3, but not our experiences in books 1 and 2. Got it.
Correct.
yes.
Yes, I think
Um,
we would find a sympathetic audience to the idea that we are being framed.
Plus,
And
it's
once
true.
this whole thing is... Yes, we are indeed being framed. The why of that isn't necessarily important. Besides, once this whole thing is blown over, it would be helpful to have somebody in the stewards that we helped to perhaps allow us to start new lives.
Agreed. Assuming the tendrils don't just keep going up. All right. I don't detect any disagreement amongst us. Let's call them back in. We'll call them back in, and we can all eat ice cream together.
Yeah. As they come back in, Affecta is saying to Forsen, I'm not sure that using an untested bioweapon against stewards is the best plan. And Forsen replies, well, maybe not, but they did just try to blow us up.
An excellent point.
An untested bioweapon, Effecta?
You think Dr. Flo is
Oh,
following
right.
standard practices?
Yes. Sorry, I wasn't thinking of that thing as a bioweapon, but it definitely is.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
Well, have you made your decision, Ben?
We've decided to trust you and work with you. Yes. We're hoping that if we can help you root out this corruption, you can help us clear our names.
Clear your names.
They've framed us for being terrorists.
Ah.
Surely you heard about that in your mutterings.
There was a whole
not
APB.
specifically, but yeah.
Yes.
I can see that. I imagine
Ogden
if we can
looks at
root
the
out
others.
this reptoid menace, it'll be much easier to prove that you're being framed.
Should we tell them about Veros? Is that the moon?
Yeah, that's book 3.
Yeah.
We've decided to come clean on that one.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he
so
already
we
knows
tell
he
them,
came from Theros.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll
Yes.
give them a bit more
but
detail.
what happened on Veros? Like,
Yeah.
the base was blown up by the reptoids who were running it, and also all of them were reptoids that were running it. And that's why they framed us for being terrorists. There was an APB sent out about us, effectively.
He accepts all of this without so much as a raised antenna.
Cool.
Believes
That's
you
very
Conspiracy
completely.
theorists, man.
Yeah. No, he's on to this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the right idea this time, but he's still a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about this doctor. How do you know you can trust him?
Well, Flo may be a criminal, but they're also a Barathu. The reptoids can't mimic their kind. Makes them safe to trust. Well, safer anyway.
Interesting. I hadn't known about that.
Yeah, they only seem to be able to mimic humanoid types.
Oh, okay. So, no aberrants or anything like that. Interesting.
We should have all played Aberrations. This would have been way easier.
If only we'd known.
If we'd just played that party of Astrozoans, we'd be fine.
Or a party of Barathu. Imagine like a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Barathu team.
Oh,
I don't know. I
God.
think all Astrozoans would be
all right.
funnier. Because when we run into the... Okay, sorry.
Back to the cop. Back to the cop.
Yes.
All right.
So many ideas.
Yeah. All right. We'll look into the into this laboratory. Is there some way we can prove to him that we're with you? Some passphrase?
Telling Flo I sent you might not be enough. Tell them you know about the time they saw the guy from the repair shops shed his skin. Underneath he had scales, thin and yellow eyes. That should convince Flo.
All right. What will you
Noted.
do? Obviously, it's not safe for you to go back to the steward's headquarters if they're so openly attacking you.
I'll lay low for the time being.
Well, we'll need some way to find you once we have news.
Yes, he gives you a way to find him.
His ID on Signal.
Yeah. Don't worry, kid. I'll find you.
All right.
Tat.
You don't call me, I'll call you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I've updated that. I went ahead and put the answer where do we find Dr. Flo, because he'll obviously tell you that.
Miss Forthwith, I assume that you would prefer like a night to get your spells back.
Indeed. I'm feeling a bit fatigued.
Then we'll go tomorrow.
Do you guys head back
Cool.
to your ship and rest up for the night?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Anything you would want to take care of or scenes you want to do before setting out the next day?
Ogden would probably just in terms of bookkeeping stuff, Ogden wants that new armor if Lasco's not grabbing it.
It's too heavy. Can't wear it.
Is it heavy armor?
No, but it has
No,
an
I
armor
didn't.
effect penalty, which makes it heavy.
Oh,
Like,
yes, I understand.
like it would actually matter to Lasco, but you know.
Yeah.
Gotta keep limber.
But it does. It directly affects his trick attack skill, which is lame. With that armor check penalty. So yeah. So Ogden would take that. But.
Oh, and what's the tier 5 computer worth?
We'd have to do the math because it's got all that stuff
Don't
on
worry
it.
about it for now.
So include portable and
Yeah, we can do that offline.
Yeah. You have to do. There's some math to be done with sort of reverse engineering that computer to figure out how much it's worth. If you guys don't want it.
Yep.
All right. In that case,
cool.
Dr. Flo's laboratory. It's easy enough to reach by public transit or by foot. It's in a small industrial complex behind several rows of cramped apartments. It's as close to a bad part of town as Roselight gets, but that mostly just means the paint is faded, on the buildings. Vorsen's directions point you to a locked steel door marked ancillary. It's an intercom box installed next to it.
Ancillary.
Means like extra.
Yeah, I know what ancillary. I'm just trying to. Why would that be on a building?
Maybe
I
this is
guess
an extra office.
Oh, I see.
It's like unnecessary space that was given to somebody else because it wasn't needed anywhere else or whatever. I don't know.
Okay. We'll use the intercom to call. Is this like Doctor labeled? Where's that? Where's his name?
Rather don't have genders. You keep calling Dr. Flo a him, but Dr. Flo does not have a gender.
All right. Where?
But there's just the one box. This is where Vorsen's directions pointed you. One button.
All right.
We push the button.
Push the button. Dr. Flo, a Barathu, opens the door and greets you. Oh, visitors! How lovely! Please come in. The lab interior is little more than a retrofitted manufacturing shop. On a counter set with hydraulic lifts, beakers of fluid bubble above gas flame burners. Decrepit drums of industrial lubricants and solvents are piled in the corners. Several data pads and laptops sit on a table, chained together with networking cable. Behind the table stands a wall of frosted glass globes in which vague movements can be seen. And that is where we will leave off for the day, I think. As you guys sort of head into this laboratory with Dr. Flo.
Dr. Flo.
And get ready to see if you can't get Vorsen's bioweapon to make it so the reptoids can't disguise themselves anymore.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I think we have somebody in the party who's pretty good at that. Stuff like that.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, this really was the biohacker.
Such a great AP to be a biohacker.
Yeah.
This is such a great AP to play a biohacker for.
It is indeed. There's a lot of
entirely on
biohacker
accident
stuff. I don't know if it's entirely on accident.
I'm really liking this too.
This was the first AP where biohacker was really an option. So
yeah,
that's true. Yeah. Attack of the Swarm, maybe. Regardless. I liked all the stuff that we got this time, though. Like story stuff. Like now we have somebody that we can trust.
Yeah,
and like
finally an NPC we can trust. It's been 3 months without an NPC we can trust.
It's very isolating, this AP.
I really like Vorsen.
Yeah.
Vorsen
is kind of very keep your nose clean, kid. Now she.
Yeah. He wears a trench coat. I like him. He's very old school noir detective, and like, oh, he's a loose cannon. He's paranoid. Don't listen to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like crap. What's his name in Fallout 4? Nick Valentine. Yeah. He's a fave.
You're right, including the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. Yeah.
Yeah, right. The Institute is replacing us one by one.
Yeah, only in this case it's reptoids.
Yep.
Replacing stewards one by one.
All right, so we're just playing Fallout 4 in this book. Got it.
Oh God! If anybody approaches us wearing a tri-point hat, just ignore them.
Don't do it. They're all reading, but till the end
Can you
of
come
time.
help us with a settlement? Another settlement that needs some help.
Just
oh no.
I stand Preston Garvey. Let's not get into this.
It's pretty sad because there are those little because it's so obvious that there was more story for the Minutemen and it got cut and they never went back and put it back in, and that's what makes it so sad.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you know that Sturgis is a synth?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's like when did it become synth? Just think about it.
They just didn't explore it. So we figured out that he's a synth by examining the game data, but the game never tells you.
Oh, or you could kill him. I mean, if you join, I think, certain faction.
Nice.
Yeah, if you kill him, he has a synth part on him, which is how you identify synths. You can only tell when you killed them.
That's you know what? That's prompt up.
The only way to tell if someone is a witch, only way to prove you're not a witch is to die. So
if you float, you're a witch. If you sink, you drown and die a good Christian death. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with sin. And reptoids apparently is the only way to tell if they're a reptoid is to kill them.
But do you have
reptoid? Then they died a good death.
I mean, you could just transform back into a reptoid to prove that you're a reptoid.
You could prove that you're a reptoid, but the only way to prove someone's not a reptoid is to kill them.
Yeah, and that's the issue. Until we develop this super bioweapon.
Yeah, drug
with the help of
problems.
No.
I mean, it's worked the past 7 levels.
That's true.
What do you think Ogden's been putting in you all?
You can all have. I'm gonna do it. You guys made it like halfway through this, and somewhere in here, yeah, you guys can have level 8.
Yay!
Woo! It's supposed to happen somewhere in this section of the book, and you're somewhere near the middle of this section, partially because we had, half of the last section sort of still left to do last time. For the second half of the episode that we didn't get to before. So
you guys know what that means.
Level 8.
What does
that mean, Leif?
Unarmed strike gets improved to 2d6.
Oh yeah.
Tasty.
That
improved
very
strike
nice.
So yeah, you guys will have that for next time.
You
can be level 8 as we go into this next bit, and next time we will continue this investigatory chapter. See what happens with this bioweapon. Force it, clearing your names. That's a goal.
Clear our names.
Yeah, that's great. So we can, begin our lives with completely blank slates and none of the resources we thought we had. That's fine.
Oh. Well, I mean,
that's okay.
You are mighty adventurers. You'll get resources.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, we've been
You'll bounce back, kid. You'll bounce back.
But Lasco doesn't think of himself as an adventurer. He thinks of himself as a scrappy, enterprising businessman.
Legitimate businessman.
He's becoming quite an adventurer, though.
Yeah, this isn't what he wanted. He was like an adventurer when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And then he transitioned, and now he's back.
Yeah. Iris thought they had a good thing going for them being in the stewards, but now they're being forced to potentially kill a bunch of maybe not stewards.
Yours is the wildest, I think. It's like you were a steward, but you're not.
They're cleaning up the stewards so that it's an organization that they are proud to join.
I mean, yeah. I went into this thinking that I was
infiltration, so
I went into this thinking that I was actually playing a Velhite. Turns out I'm not.
I know.
Oh, you are. Clones are siblings.
Oh God!
It just turns out that there's 2 Ogdens.
Yeah, you're never going to see the other Ogden. I want to play a different character next time. I'm not playing Ogden Part 2.
I just like the idea, though, that maybe the Velhites are warm and inviting, that, like, you show up on their playing it, and they're like, son!
I mean, yeah, they do have 10 sons already. What's an 11th?
Yeah. I feel like they would be
they're not all sons.
Or children.
Yeah, they have 10 children already. I feel like if they found out that like one of their beloved children had a clone, they'd be like, all right, I guess we have 11. So do you have a different name, though? That's going to be
Yeah. How do you feel about naming yourself in our naming scheme?
Ogden 0.5.
You're going to, Ogden Prime.
0.5.
Or maybe 11.
The 11.
Yeah, something, yeah. Ugh. Weird. Level 8 is exciting though.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get some good stuff, and you'll have to tell the audience all about it next time. Yeah. As always, big shout out to Seth, Mistaken Potatoes, for doing our lovely character art. Shout out to Tom for doing our theme music and our intermission music and running Sirenscape for us. Simon for running the stream. I know it's not always his favorite job, but we appreciate him nonetheless.
There will be dragging around windows.
Except dragging around windows. There will be new Rise of the Star-Lords on Thursday. Goodness. That team has wrapped up their investigation of Thistletop, and we're not really sure what's going to happen to them next, so you'll have to come by and find out. New Cosmic Crit, as always, tonight. Make sure to catch that. And our episodes are going back to video on demand on YouTube. So sorry for the long delay, but I'm caught up through next week at the very least. New episodes of Star-Lords on Tuesdays and new episodes of Threefold Conspiracy on Fridays.
And as a result,
imagine
the
Tom
podcast,
will,
yes,
Yeah.
the podcast will catch up as well. In turn. So
Is there like,
Yeah.
are you guys planning to just have both of them out like within a week of each episode again, or?
I'm just gonna let it ride with the schedule, because we have a lot of content already. We don't want to just flood you guys with content. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's gonna take everybody a while to sort of catch up on it anyway. We're already giving you 8 hours of new content every week, and this will give us a buffer in case of more craziness down the road. So we'll probably catch up a little bit as life goes, and shows get canceled for various reasons, and we'll catch up a little bit more. So it won't stay too far behind forever, but it will always be a bit behind. Personally, I would like to see it go up right about the time that Twitch starts not letting you replay it, but we'll see what happens.
It's
sort of rolling with the punches. Yeah.
And as always, we appreciate your understanding and patience.
We do. And we appreciate all of you. This show wouldn't be a show if y'all didn't show up and chat with us and give us stream points and all that.
We definitely die.
And re-rolls. They might die more often, it's true. All right. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
We'll see you next time.